Leak about to take off. Leak about to take off. about to take off.
Yes, sir.
Miss Swag.
What's going on, Melody?
Happy it's Saturday, it's the weekend. And I'm
You already know. Oh, yeah, you know, Saturdays is like one of my favorite days out of the week, you know what I'm saying? Because this is when we get to knock out these shows, man. And we back at y'all with another episode of the Grown and Sexy Conversations. Episode 5 up here, man.
Right, it's already episode 5. It's crazy. We came a long way, y'all.
We really did, yo. But we couldn't have did it without the people that come on these panels with us and the people that be tuning in to us every single time we go live, man. So all I got to say is salute to all of y'all, for real.
Definitely salute and thank you for all of you guys' support. We see y'all. We see our day ones. We see our real supporters. So giving yourself a hand.
Absolutely.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I be seeing everybody be talking about, man, I can't wait till that Grow the Sexy come on and stuff. I be like, oh man, y'all really be waiting for us, huh? I be like, yo, that's what's up though, man. But like I said, we couldn't have done this without the people that join us on these panels though, man. Cause like, you know, me and Melody, we just the pilots of this plane, you know what I'm saying? But everybody else, y'all like the stars of the show, man, for real.
Oh yeah, definitely. But you know, our staff that come every 2 weeks, they're also the pilots of the plane. You know, we all flying this plane. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because whenever we lacking, we know everybody up here is gonna, you know, pick up the slack and take us all the way to the finish line. You know.
Definitely. But today we have a crazy episode for you guys. So make sure you got your popcorn ready and make sure you got your liquor, your marijuana, whatever you do. You know,
Shoot.
what you do, beer, whatever.
Shoot, I got my beer ready right over here. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I got to say. So anybody that got they glasses, whatever it is, whether it's a Heineken, Corona, some Moscato, some wine, whatever champagne you like to drink, or even if you don't drink no champagne, if you don't drink no any liquor, if you drink the water, man, all I'm asking you to do right now is like put that up to the screen right now and then salute with the cheers, clink clink for it one time for the crew.
Cheers, clink, clink. Salute to you guys. And Pablo, I see you. I sent you the link. So whenever you're ready, you know, we're waiting for you up here.
All right. So as y'all already done heard, the music done went all the way, y'all. So y'all already know what that means up in here, ladies and gentlemen.
It's time for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Let's get ready to rumble!
Hello, my loves.
What's going on, y'all?
Hey, salute. See everybody. Happy Life and Hustler and Muscular. I want to see you on cam. Hey
Well, there
guys.
go Happy Life right there.
All right, Hustler. We're just waiting for you.
All right, H&M.
Yeah,
Man,
I'm dry
hope
right now. I'm short.
You said what?
He's driving and he'll be on cam shortly.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Understandable.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So you
I
guys
got a
are
feeling we're gonna be playing whack-a-mole tonight, boy.
yes.
I'll do it like this then, all in the shadows.
Well, are you guys ready for these juicy conversations? Because I know I am.
All right, but before that, you know what I'm saying? Let's let everybody introduce themselves on the panel. You know, you got the homie over there to my right. Go ahead, man. Say it, brother. Say it.
Good evening. What's up, y'all? Welcome to the Grown and Sexy podcast. I am Leo Anthony. Your fellow moderator in these spaces. I just want to come up here and be a part of the conversation now and hopefully we, keep it growing and sexy tonight and have a good conversation. Salute,
Absolutely.
everybody,
So
and hit that like button and subscribe if you're new.
exactly. You gotta
Wait a
make sure you
minute.
subscribe. Yo.
Why don't I see you
What?
with a beer in your hand or some kind of drink? You ain't get your drink,
My
nigga?
drink is, I got water.
Oh,
Hey, we said it's water, man. If you got the water, put it up to the glass, man. Be like this, boom, man.
cheers. All
Cheers.
right.
Cheers.
How
All
about
right.
you underneath me? Introduce yourself.
What's going on? What's going on? Happy Saturday, everyone. I go by the name Kings and Dreams on all platforms. Definitely make sure that you check out my channel. I'm excited to be here this evening. Hopefully, everyone is having a great weekend, and let's get right to it.
Let's get right to it.
No. I need
All
to know
right.
where you guys are from as well. Let's start all over. Leo, where you from?
I am from Jersey City, New
Jersey,
Jersey.
you know I had to get. You know I had to hear that.
We
How
had
about
to do that in.
Kings
I'm a
and
Jersey
Dreamers? Where
boy.
you from?
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn and
Oh,
okay.
Yep,
yeah.
but I also did a stint in Jersey. So shout out to 973. Shout out to 201
Hey,
City.
973 gang all day.
201.
201.
201 is where I'm from.
How about you, Happy Life? Where you from? Introduce yourself.
My name is AKA Happy Life. I am a proud fan of Sweet Melanie Media, soon to be husband. Um, I'm a lifelong Cowboy fan. We're 2-0, baby. Texas. Let's get it.
Okay, 2-0. But so are we. So shout out to Philly.
Right.
And where you from though?
I said Carolina.
Oh, North Carolina. Okay. Right. Next we got Game Changer. Introduce yourself.
Yeah, this is GC, originally from Oakland. Um, Enjoy the Grown and Sexy Hour show, and happy to be here.
Yeah.
Salute to you for being here, bro.
Salute to Oakland, California.
The
Okay.
Bay Area.
West Coast.
Hmm.
And last but not least, Hustler. Introduce yourself.
What's going on, y'all? Before I do, shout out to Killing Them Sweet, bringing the heat, looking all fly in the YouTube streets.
Thank you. Salute.
Salute.
The name's Hustler and Muscular, also known as HNM, dropping some gems, stomping hard like a pair of Timbs.
Okay. But thank you for that.
I'm originally from Chicago, the windy city that takes no pity. It's lots of gritty.
All
That's
right.
right.
Salute
That's
to
right.
So I
you.
come on, yes. You know what I do on here? Give y'all the truth, straight out the booth, hit out the park like Baby Ruth, because that's what I do.
We know.
That's what he does, man. He always laying down that 100% foundation of truth up in here.
Oh, yeah, definitely. All right. And everybody, you guys know who we are already, but I'll introduce myself anyway, just for the hell of it. I am Sweet Melody Speaks. I am owner of Sweet Melody Media. I am from Jersey, and I've been doing this YouTube thing for 2 years. Salute to you guys. Thanks for coming. Go ahead, Swag.
Yeah, well, since everybody already introduced themselves, I guess I might as well do it, man. Yeah, it's your boy Killer Swag 216, aka Killer Swag District, leader of the Swag Mafia up in here. And you know I hail from the land. That's why I say 216. So Cleveland, Ohio to be exact, yo. But yeah, I've been doing this YouTube for maybe just a few months, and so far I can say I'm happy with this little journey that I'm on being a content creator because I didn't know where this was gonna take. So I can say honestly, I appreciate every single person that's ever like gave me constructive criticism and even gave me some advice. So yeah. So without further ado, I appreciate every single one of y'all that rep where I'm from, where everybody up here is from. So let's get this show on the road, ladies and gentlemen, because I can't wait to talk about these topics, man.
I can't either. So, guys, all right, let's get right into it. Our first topic is going to be about Sexyy Red. Yeah.
Yeah, that one's gonna be a piece of work.
Oh, yeah. Ski. Oh, man. Every time I think about her, I get like secondhand embarrassment as a Black woman. So embarrassing.
Yeah, you gotta put your head on that wall when you see her.
Oh, yeah, definitely. But let me share the screen. Fair use, y'all. Well, this is not a video. This is just like,
It's an article.
oh, yeah, it's an article. So I'm going to share the screen, y'all. While I'm doing that, you want to you want to shout out the audience?
Yeah, we can shout out the people that done showed up for us tonight. You know what I'm saying? I see we got some faithfuls up in here, and we got some people that haven't been here in a while, and some people that's new here. You know, so let's get to the show. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. All right, let me scroll all the way up, man. All right, I see my. Hold on, man. Dang, it's a lot of people. Okay. I see the homie Josh in the building. Salute to him. Salute to the homie Josh Watson. Always been a supporter of the show. Josh for president 2024. He got my vote.
Yes, definitely. Salute to you, Josh.
Right. And then, of course, we got Cynical right here, the Cynical one, always showing love and dedication to the squad, man. Like, she always be, like, throwing out them links, always be promoting the channels. Like, that's why I say, man, bottom line, it's always good to have her on your side. Let's just put it like that. So, salute to Cynical for being up in here, as always.
Salute, Cynical. Thanks for
Uh,
coming.
Yeah, thank you. You know, I did that a while back, but if y'all stick around later on tonight, you might end up seeing a brand new outro for this show as well. So I'm gonna just leave it at that. Okay. We got the homie XL Pro in the building. Salute to him, you know what I'm saying, for coming through to the show. I see the screen trying to come up, you know what I'm saying. You know, get that stupid ad out of here. So salute to XL Pro, man. You just got to exit out right there. It's not like it's right in the middle of the screen.
Oh, right here.
Yeah, there you go.
I see.
Okay. Yep. Then we got the homie. Yeah, we got the homie Ronin Travelers with Alex in the building. Salute, homie. Thanks for coming through, and salute to you as well, man. And thank you for that, Pablo. I paid for that myself to be played on this show. So salute to me for that. But seriously, salute to you for showing up, pulling up to the show. Always appreciated when you show up, man. And then of course we got Culture Invasion. Salute to you. Ohio Cuzzo in the building. What's good, man? All right, let me see. I've got the boy Leo. Leo already introduced himself, but still we still gonna give him we gonna give it to him right there. Damn, we got a lot of people. Okay. We got D-Rock Den in the building. Salute to you, man. Appreciate you for coming. Then we got Knowledge and Relationships. Salute to you for coming through. Oh, much appreciated, man. And then we got the homie Rashad Lewis pulling up in the homie. Like, make sure y'all subscribe to his channel because he be doing some dope reviews on like tech stuff like microphones and music and stuff like that. So subscribe to the homie, man. He really be doing this thing over there. All right, let me see if I see anybody else. So far I'm seeing Eugene. Eugene's still in the building. Salute to you for coming through, always showing love and respect. Yo, man. Nothing but love over here, my boy. All right, we got Water Sniper in the building. Always show us some love and support, man. Salute. Then we got the homie Clue Channel, the Just Pearly Things Defense Force in the building. Salute. All right. Yeah. Then we got Sheep Stay Sleep TV in the building. Salute to that brother right there. Like, I'm trying to speed through this because I know we got to get through this. So we got Tyrone Church in the building, said Jersey in the house. That's what he said right there. Okay,
So
let me see if I see anybody else that's new. Okay, so far I'm seeing a lot of the same names pop up. Let me see. Okay, we got Mr. Bobby Wright in the building. Salute to you for pulling up to the show. Then we got Black Man Travels in the chat. Salute to you for pulling up, man, for real. Shoot, hey man, shoot, salute to that brother. All right, let me see. Wish you
salute.
could have been up here, but you know, hey, it is
Right?
what it is.
We
All right, let
appreciate
me.
you coming.
Right,
He's in
right.
he's in the Dominican Republic taking care of business. So
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, that's what's up.
Passport stuff. That's what's up.
Handle that business. Oh, we got RZA in the building. Salute to her for always coming through and showing love. That's another one right there that be showing love over here.
Yes.
All right, so far I'm seeing the same names, same names. Okay, I
I
hope
got
so. Nobody
everybody.
else. Huh?
I think we got everybody.
Okay, let me see. I think we do too. So go ahead, like you go ahead and tell the story, girl. If I see anybody new, we just wait till after that. All right,
Yes. Oh,
go
all
ahead.
these ads popping up. What is going on here?
Okay.
All right. Okay, so
Yeah,
guys,
we got
this is
everybody.
crazy. We got a
Hmm.
crazy topic here. Sexyy Red says her new lip gloss line colors are based on Pound Town lyrics. And wait till y'all hear this. Hold up. I'm gonna get straight to the point. Let's see. Let me get straight to it. I just want to say the names. Where's the other one we had with all the names? It just had the names.
Oh, that's the
Just
picture that I would have to send you that
yeah,
picture because
send
I
me the picture.
screenshotted it.
Right, because all I want you guys to hear is the names. Because these names are crazy. Like when I first saw it, I was like, ew.
All
Like
right,
who
hold on. I'm about to
lip
send it to
to
you.
these
Yeah,
names?
that.
Gross. So send me
Yo.
that and I'll pull that up.
All right, hold up. Here I come. I'm about to send it to you right now.
Okay.
Okay, where we at? I know it's
Oh, here
got to
it
be
is. I
recent.
see it. I see it. Okay, so it
Mm.
says, I got a lip gloss line dropping soon. Y'all better stop with your girl. Wait, y'all better shop, sorry, with your girl. I got all different flavors. Okay, listen to this, y'all. Coochie juice, booty hole brown, coochie pink, sex on my period, gonorrhea, yellow discharge, and nut. So these are the names of her lip glosses, y'all. So I want to go around a panel and get everybody's opinion on this. Let me stop sharing the screen. That's all I really wanted to say. So let's start with you, Leo Anthony. What's your take on these names for her lip gloss line?
Why are her lip gloss named after STDs in the first place? Um, and I have a feeling, you'll have some women that'll actually go and ask, "Hey, they'll go to Sephora. Can I get that gonorrhea?" Like, you just gonna look retarded asking for this at a store. Can I get that chlamydia? I want to put it all over my lips. It's just women are like sexualizing themselves, right? And they can no longer complain about how men look at them as sexual objects when you're literally advertising yourself as one. You're advertising yourself as an STD. So I have a feeling he was probably trying to be funny, but even still, it's like little girls actually listen to her music and watch her music videos and see how she behaves, right? I'll be hearing a lot of Ice Spice now too, sometimes when I'm around my cousins. So they, look at these female rappers sort of as like role models and stuff, and this is a bad look again because why are you advertising STDs basically like it's a joke, right? You should avoid, if anything, you should avoid the gonorrhea, avoid the chlamydia, avoid the herpes, and don't put it on your lip. So I think she was wild for this. I think it's foolishness, and if you get caught buying this, something is wrong with you. That that is my take on it.
Agreed. Okay. How about you, Kate and Dreams? What's your take on that?
man, everybody should buy a ski. Nah, I'm playing. On a serious note, right? Like this is all promotion, marketing, shock value. That's what she's looking to do. And yeah, like you have these young women that I can't even say women, but these young ladies that look up to these female artists, and they're gonna copycat everything that they're saying, shock value. They over sexualize themselves, and so this is all just a marketing ploy. And I think that like she's not gonna come out with something like that on a serious note. But hypothetically, if she did, then we all know why more and more men are getting their passports. That's it. I'm not going to go too long with it. I'm done.
I agree.
Good take, man.
Mm-hmm.
I had y'all fooled for a second though. Y'all was like, "Wait, what? Did this dude?"
Yeah, you like ski? You like what?
No, I was just gonna laugh at you. Bro. I was gonna laugh
It'd
at
be
you.
funny if they had a lip gloss called Ski Ski Ski. Right, that's what I was thinking when
I'm
you said
surprised
it.
she didn't. That would have been a good. That would have been a good one.
I guess she didn't need to. I guess she didn't need to since there's already one called Nut. So, and plus they both mean the same thing. So,
Nut. Ridiculous. All right. Well, what about you, Happy Life? What's your take on this whole thing?
I go with my buddy Kings and Dreams. I mean, it is a marketing strategy to get some money. Do what you gotta do. If you gotta do OnlyFans to sell your legs, do it. But uh, that's as far as that's my take right there.
All right. A game changer.
Yeah, I'm with Happy and Kings. Definitely a market employee. I don't know why she's famous. I could guess, but if it's anything like the last person that we reviewed, then she's probably famous for doing outlandish stuff. And then on the side, she has like a music or separate type of product. But basically, this type of attention, this type of a negative attention, which a lot of these new artists is going for, because the industry is a lot more competitive now. People listen to music online for free. Anybody can become an artist. Anybody with a YouTube channel with talent can become an overnight success. So it's very difficult for a person to become famous and maintain that status. So it's highly competitive, and you got to stick out, which is why she's naming the lip gloss stuff like this, something that'll stick out. And she's doing it because it'll get reviews. People will give it free publicity because of the sheer disgust of it. And I mean, let's face it, women already have a lip gloss brand that they buy, that they use. They already have that. So why buy hers? It reminds me of when this artist, The Game, came out with a shoe line, and his tagline was, "It's not just a shoe, it's my shoe." And of course it went out of business. He's a lame rapper, and it was a lame shoe, and it was just stupid. And this is another one of those products. This is not going to be baby fat or Rockaware or something like that. This is just something that a C-list celebrity came out with, and she wants to bring as much attention to it as possible. So that's what this is about.
Okay, thanks for that take. Mm-hmm. I mean, but it has the opposite effect for me. I don't want to buy something called gonorrhea and put it on my lips.
Yeah, but you know it. I mean, you're talking about it. She know that you're not going to want to buy it, but she like, you're talking about it now. And before you wasn't going to buy it or talk about it.
Right.
Like if she called it Sexy Clear, by Sexyy Red or something like that, you'd be like, oh, that's a clever name, but you're not going to buy that crap. And she knows that. So she's like, listen, if you're not going to buy it, at least let's get them talking about it.
Good point. All right, well, thanks for that, GC.
Somebody said The Game is good for an OG. No, he's not. Like, so to be clear, when you call somebody an OG, they have to do more than just age. They have to actually, have a qualifying thing that makes them a G in whatever it is they're doing. And if he doesn't, unfortunately for him.
Right. All right. Thanks for that, GC. Let's go with Aunt T. What's your take on this?
First of all,
I have
salute
no
to you
take
for
on this
pulling up,
topic.
homie.
Oh no, I
Salute.
appreciate you. Thank you for having me. I have no
No
take
doubt.
on this topic right here. Yeah, I can go on to the next one or go to the next person. I just popped
Okay.
All right.
up and for that.
You're fine with it.
You
Just don't have a
I
take.
actually I'm not familiar with the story.
Okay, I'll tell you again. So, Sexyy Red, are you familiar with Sexyy Red?
Yeah.
Okay, so she came out with a lip gloss line with words from Pound Town, like gonorrhea, coochie juice, nut. What was the other ones? Coochie
shoot.
juice, nut, gonorrhea. It was just a bunch of disgusting names.
Mhm.
And I wanted to know you guys' take on it. Like, how do you feel about that?
I mean, okay, from a business perspective, it's the right thing to do. Her music probably made more waves on social media than it did on the Billboard charts. But then it goes on the Billboard charts even higher because of what it's doing on social media. So if you can create a buzz just by doing something like that, draw some attention to it, it's going to make some money in some way, shape, or form. Because it's just, it becomes a trend. It becomes something that's trending. People can attach advertisements to it. It's no different than a YouTuber with a bunch of subs. That's when the endorsements and the promotion comes. So, I mean, she's just like Game Changer just said, like these people you can get famous for just doing saying outlandish, crazy stuff. So no need to go away from what works. If that's what's been bringing you in the money thus far, ain't no reason to change it.
But do you think it's really going to work for her? I mean, remember, this is new. Do you
And
think
not in the long run.
buy it?
Well, no, in the long run, absolutely. I mean, I think she's going to make some money because more than likely she's not the one manufacturing this. She doesn't even have the company that's doing it. Somebody likely just paid her to use her likeness and slap it on the label, or to be the spokesperson for it. So, I'm saying, she made her money. I mean, if she's got the right people behind her, she made sure that she gets whatever residuals come from it or of it or whatever, if any. But I'm pretty sure she's already been paid for it. And if it makes any more, she'll make more, and that'll be the end of it. But her entire marketing play it's not supposed to last long term. She's supposed to get 15 seconds of fame, get rich, and be done.
Okay.
Which is 15 seconds more than most people get.
Right. You're right about that. That's a great take when you think about it. It is a good marketing scheme because there's a lot of young ratchet girls out there and women out there who love Pound Town. I actually even had remember Kathy, the Puerto Rican woman who came up here? You guys remember her? She was actually singing that the other day. She was walking down the street screaming out. She was screaming out, "My coochie pink, my booty hole brown." I'm like, Kathy, really?
Oh my God.
You got 20-something-year-old daughter and a 20-something-year-old son. Why are you sitting here singing Pound Town? Like, you're not embarrassed? So, I mean, she might buy the lip gloss. Who knows? So, yeah, you're right. It is a good, marketing scheme.
Yeah.
I agree.
There should be a law for that type of music. Like, you put out nasty stuff, it's like you get arrested for it.
You're talking about like people that own e-commerce websites will pay her just to carry that in their line, just to bring traffic to their sites.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. If I had an e-commerce site where I just sold various products, I would like to have that on there just to bring people there to see what else I got.
Okay. Well, thank you for that, Aunt T. And Hustler and Muscular, why are you off? Oh, you already said you can't be on
Yeah, he
camera.
said he was driving, so yeah.
Okay, so what's your take on the situation?
My God, who the hell names beauty products after some bull like that? Seriously, imagine if you're a female and you go to the store. Hey, can I get some gonorrhea? Can I get some booty juice? Why?
is bad.
Imagine buying your girlfriend something that says booty juice, gonorrhea, buying your wife some nuts. Oh my God. From a business perspective, it may work, but from a moral perspective, that's just a bunch of BS. No, I would, if that stuff sell, that would be a freaking miracle. Because the name itself, if the name is off-putting, that's going to rub some people the wrong way. People like us are going to be rubbed the wrong way. Imagine buying your daughter something that says gonorrhea. Oh God Almighty! God forbid if y'all have daughters and they want some stuff like this.
Yo,
That's my take on it. My mic is muted.
Nah,
Give me a second. I'll
man,
count soon.
hold on, man. If you buy your daughter a lip gloss called gonorrhea, you deserve everything that happens after this point, man. That's all I'm gonna
Well,
say
that's
about
my
that.
freaking point. That's my point.
look, if they brought a shirt called Booty Hole, that's crazy.
I'm pretty sure there's some ladies out here wearing booty hole shirts and stuff like that. I mean, let's just be honest, man. Like more and more, the society is going straight into the toilet. So yeah.
Yeah, you see a lot of crazy stuff. But Swag, you can do the next topic. What is the next topic?
Oh yeah, the next topic that we got up on here is one that's actually been circulating for quite a minute, but now it's really gaining some steam. You know what I'm saying? We gonna talk about the Remy Ma and Papoose situation. You know what I'm saying? Because for a long time now, they was, everybody was floating out there that Remy was messing around with Eazy the Block Captain. But of course, since Papoose and Remy Ma was supposed to be the poster child for Black love, we was like, oh man, somebody just playing on their name. It ain't nothing. But now with all of this stuff coming out, all the pictures that's being taken of them going on quote unquote dates and them having matching outfits and stuff like that, I'm like, oh my God, like maybe it's something to this, man. Like I mean, I don't know, man, but this is why I say straight up, like never, and I mean never look to celebrities as couple goals. So anybody want to take it? Leo, you got anything you want to add to this, man?
Yeah, they're human. I never expected neither one of them to be perfect. And honestly, like we were saying, some people will do anything for clout and media coverage. This is hella media coverage. I mean, they could just be playing this up, and they getting a lot of buzz and traction, or people wanting to check them out and see if this Remy Ma cheating on Papoose scandal is real. Because the whole matching outfits thing, that's funny. And then like I seen like somebody on Facebook puts a video, an old video of Remy Ma looking like she's getting head from the same dude, but you can't even tell it's him. So I really think they're just running with like the promotion for the media. I don't know if it's true or not, but even if it is, it's like, I mean, Remy Ma was in jail, right? So I'd expect Papoose, even if he was a loyal dude, to sleep around and do him. So I'm not really surprised at all. I think people are just taking this out of context. I never looked at them as the pinnacle of Black love, but hey man, social media, what can you do with that? So I just think
Right.
that really this is just them just to get a buzz. Because I don't
I'm
pay that
yeah.
close attention to Remy Ma's battle rap thing.
hmm
Because have you heard like any battle rap, controversy coming from there? I haven't heard nothing until that.
Never. I mean, most battle raps don't really have controversy like this though. Like they just
No, they
usually
had.
just known for their bars, man. Like that.
I forgot it was Joe Budden versus somebody. Um,
Yeah, but like
and then it
this
was like,
though,
Well,
yeah,
real
but
quick,
it's
do you?
like,
Oh, sorry. All right, go ahead, and then I think I'm gonna play the video so we can get a better view after you
oh no,
finish the video.
why don't you play the video? Go ahead, Molly.
Okay, I'll play the video.
Hold up. So before you do play the video, Melody, I just want to say something really quick. So I am like, I'm very versed in that world. I know a lot of battle rappers, and this has been going on for a very long time. Prior to, I think the Breakfast Club talked about it, and some other like major media markets talked about it. This has been going on for a while, and I have it on very good authority that some sort of physical altercation did actually happen. Now, as far as the allegation between Remy and Eazy the Block Captain being true, I don't know if that's necessarily true, but something's happening, and there was some fisticuffs between Papoose and someone over Remy. I don't necessarily know if it was Eazy the Block though.
All right, y'all. That I mean, you got a point though, man. Because I mean, I feel like something is definitely happening with that situation. Because for it to came out so many months ago, but now all of a sudden it resurfaced like this, and now it's even bigger than it was back then. Yeah, something had to go down. Because I mean, even back then they was talking about how Papoose put hands on somebody over at Remy Ma. So that's what I'm saying. But then after a while it died down. But now it done picked up a lot of steam and stuff. But I know Melly's ready to cue up this video. So as you clearly can see on the screen, this is fair use only because we are going to be critiquing, analyzing, and giving our takes on what we see on the screen. So fair use, y'all.
Okay, fair use. All right.
Yeah, you can't let it play too long without pausing it.
Gotcha. Well, what's your take? What's your take, Leo?
I mean, it's good controversy. I think they're gonna play this up for a while. This whole scandal, I could see every time Remy Ma is a host at some battle rapper thing, this is gonna be brought up. So yeah, I'm not surprised by it, but you can't really tell if it's true or not. Because Remy
Yeah.
is like unfazed, and dude, he doesn't really have no reaction. So I can't really tell if it's true or not just off this little scenario right here because dude is just like speaking rumors. But it's very interesting though, so I could see them milking this. But that's my take on it.
Anybody else?
I just want to say, if you're a woman, just be proud, be happy. You know, you got the freedom, use it. Don't be no single mother at 50. Like, damn, y'all got options. Use them. Realize your potential.
Right. All right. Well, thanks for that. Anybody else have anything else before I continue?
Who just said that? I'm sorry. Who just said that?
That was
I
Happy life.
did.
Oh, Happy Life. Oh, I see why you got the name. I understood. All right.
Why? Because I'm living a
Well,
happy life.
that's a different topic. But let's
Okay.
focus on this here. So you say that Remy looks unfazed. I see that differently. I think
Me
that
too.
kind of got to Remy. Like I said, like something is amiss, but I don't know everything. But I do know that there was a fight between Papoose and somebody got punched in the face. I don't know if it was Eazy to block though.
They saying it's the battle rapper punch in the face. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
that's Easy to block the one with the Philadelphia Flyers jersey right there.
Yeah, that's nuts. Well, maybe he felt some
The
type of way.
only the the only interesting thing about this whole rap was she said that Papoose or the dude said Papoose swung on my man. And now he's not here. And he wondered why she allowed him to do that. That was questionable. Because that kind of confirms that okay, an altercation did happen. And then you could be like, why did it happen? But you still don't really know if it's because he smashed Remy. You see what I'm saying? So they leaving it as like this question mark.
All right, well, let's continue to see what else they say. Fair
Fair
use.
use. You gotta let that one breathe when he said that one, yo. Like, whew.
Wow.
Oh my
You
God.
gotta let that one breathe. You can't just let that keep playing. You gotta let that one marinate and breathe. Cause
Yeah, he ate him up though. Whether it's real or fake, he ate him up.
yeah, man. Yeah, he ate him up, man. And I mean, and what can exactly can he say after this, man? Like, what can he say?
Nothing.
End
Yeah,
it. Just end the rap.
yeah, he can just keep trying to defend himself, but I don't know. I think Remy is cheating.
All
She
I can
always
say,
cheating.
all I can say is shots fired.
Mm. All right, y'all, fair use. Let's get through this video.
All right, fair use, y'all.
Should have fucked with me. I wouldn't have ran my mouth.
All right, and that's it for that one. And I have another one with her talking after. Now, this is when I think she looks scared in this video I'm about to play here. It's like an
Not
after.
surprising.
Yeah, this is where she was, where is it?
Salute to this homie right here, Bandana Travel. Salute to you, my guy.
Salute. All right, guys. Hold on. Let me share the screen.
Well, while she's waiting, y'all, like anybody that's on the panel that got a Cash App, yo, plug it in the chat so that we can, promote it throughout the show, man. That way, if somebody wants to donate to your Cash App, you can donate it, man. You know what I'm saying? We ain't trying to be stingy over here. So if y'all got Cash Apps on the panel, plug them in the chat. Maz, once you see them, continuously plug them throughout the show.
Make sure you do. All right, guys, I found it. So let's share it. Can you guys see the screen?
No, I do.
You see it now?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair use, y'all.
Fair use.
At the end, I was like, hold on. You don't want me to call and do a little bit back there. Nigga must have thought he's up there talking to smack. Then I started out in battle rap. I've had 15 years. I recall Geezy being one of the cat friends. You call me a bitch one more time, nigga might not have got his back in. It would have been different, though. They were like I was cheating.
I didn't even know, yo, that was actually fire off the top of the head. I don't know. That was fire.
I didn't even think about it.
She keep touching her hair. And she's looking really, really nervous to me. Really, really nervous. But maybe that's just me. Let's continue.
She looks so unfazed, Melody. She's just like whatever. Like she's not even caring about it.
Nah, brother.
Nah.
You sure?
Listen, I mean,
I think y'all jumping on the hype train with this one.
Okay.
I don't think she's phased by it.
Okay, well let's continue. Let's keep looking at her body language and the face that she's making and how she keep touching her hair and touching herself. Now let's see. Fair use.
Fair use.
Yeah. Now we gotta address the elephant in the room. Like Geechi went crazy. The whole. Can we even talk about the whole Eazy the Papoose now that he don't talk as much as they talked on the stage?
Oh,
Yes.
His third was the blogs for the past 3-4 months.
The block. Okay.
That's what it sounded like.
Okay. But he was. I don't know if you how comfortable or uncomfortable you were with him standing there just saying all of this to you.
Listen, it's battle rap.
Okay, that was it. All right. So that was it.
Well, she said she wasn't phased by it. So.
Remy must got some hell of a PR training. She must have some really good PR
She got
training.
a bunch of it.
Oh my goodness. So anybody, okay, let's do this. How many people on the panel think that Remy cheated?
Oh, 100%.
Okay, so you
say yes.
I say yes. How about you, Leo?
I think she did, but I don't think like it's. I have a feeling Papoose kind of know about it. That's why she's not phased by it, because she's not like stressing out like she's about to lose her marriage or nothing like that. She's just like, oh, okay, I can run with this. Like that was like her whole reaction to it. So yeah, but I don't think it's a big deal as people are making it.
Okay. How about you, Kings and Dreams? You feel like she's cheating?
Yeah, but I think that something's been going on for a while,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe maybe Papoose is not absolved of guilt either. But yeah, like she's definitely doing something, man.
Okay.
I don't necessarily
Happy.
know if this was easy to block, but she's definitely doing something. And Papoose got into a fight with someone over Remy, so
That makes sense. Yeah, we can't leave
that
that out.
is confirmed. Like that, yes,
Yeah,
that's
we can
confirmed.
leave that part out. Okay. Yeah, you're right about
She
that.
she not as Melody. She's not as stressed as Jeannie Mai. Put up like that. She's
Oh
not as
yeah,
stressed.
we're gonna get into that. That's the last topic. Get into that, but she not that stressed. And the crazy part is they advocate for black love. So this is really showing that black love doesn't really exist. Black love is either dead or never existed in the first place. So
I
I
don't
mean,
know about that. I think it's more about like monogamy. It's like that idea is kind of like becoming obsolete because now people are in situationships, open relationships, um, friends with benefits. So I think like the whole monogamous, because they're married, right? Papoose and Remy. The
mhm.
whole, we're only gonna sleep with each other, this whole marriage thing. I think that has long gone out the window. I don't even think that's a thing anymore. In this modern day era, no, I do not think so.
Okay. Well, what about you,
Do you?
Happy? Oh,
I was gonna ask you, do you think like most modern marriages, people are being like completely monogamous in their marriage?
I mean, no. Let's be honest. No, no.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I Happy Life. What's your take on that? What you saw? You think she's cheating?
Well, two things. This is why we get our passports so we won't have to worry about this foolishness. And then the second thing,
Say that.
the name of the game for me is recreational use. Is no longer marriage. Do not marry. A woman's cool if y'all just getting it in, having a good time, going to the park, and it's all well and good. But once you marry that woman, she gonna argue, she gonna worry you to death and tear down your relationship, put you on child support and all that. Just keep it simple and that's it.
Mm, okay, okay. Game changer.
So I don't know if she's cheating or not, but I don't think that that's really the issue. I think that the issue is the scarcity mindset that exists. Men, you shouldn't be fighting over women like this. Like, I mean, I'm not saying don't protect your woman, but if you find yourself in a position where a woman might have cheated on you and you
Mhm.
fight the dude who she cheated with, she really set up that situation. A lot of women are turned on by stuff like that, by manipulating two men in this particular case into
Mhm.
doing something that they would rather not do for the sake of her. So it's primal. It's kind of stupid. You shouldn't be in situations like that. Now, the fact that these guys are, and I don't know anything about these guys, but the fact that these guys are really means that it's a scarcity mindset going on. Guys are desperate for wives and will do anything to get with one and sustain one. And the women, in this particular case, don't really care. She's just looking for a thrill. And, whether she cheated or not, she allowed, the altercation to happen, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So, yeah, this is not a good look for black men or the state of black relationships at all.
Big facts. All right, Auntie, it's your turn.
Yeah, I mean, I personally don't think this is anything new. Because of social media, it's just something gets blown up. But this is just something that a lot of celebrity couples go through. A lot of times the relationship was over years ago. We just don't hear about it until one of the side dudes or side chicks decides to come on social media and talk about it. So this is just something that you're dealing with right there. I think she's just saving face. Just like the brother just said earlier. I'm pretty sure Papoose already. I don't think he's the last one to know, but that is what it is. So to answer your original question, Yeah, I believe she cheating. I believe she's cheating. I believe he's cheating. This is a celebrity relationship, so that just is what it is.
Mhm. But it's like everybody looked up to them, Auntie. Like all black women, black men, they were the staple of black love. Like they can do no wrong. They were a perfect relationship. So this is kind of a big deal to a lot of people. A lot of people looking at this like, wow, like they were poster people for black love and they're cheating. So we have no hope. Black love, there's no hope. This is how a lot of people feel.
You right about like at least for like celebrities, because I used to look at Will and Jada as okay, this is what black love is supposed to look like. Now I'm like, nah, I don't want that.
Really,
Are you serious?
Guys, just get your passport. Fuck this shit. Sorry, my bad.
That's what I
have to say
said.
it, like, it's over. It's been over. It's been over. Like,
Oh, it was
are
Will and
holding on-
Jada.
you guys
It
are
was
holding
like
on to a
Michelle
sinking
Obama.
You guys are holding on to a sinking ship. Anybody ever see that movie Titanic where Leonardo DiCaprio is hanging on that ship by a thread? You guys are hanging on by a thread. It's over. It is done. Whether it be Remy, Will Smith, whoever, that shit is over.
Well, unless you're Barack and Michelle, unless you're Barack Obama.
Yeah, even that. But then I heard Michelle disrespect Barack on an interview. I was like, I don't know. So
I heard of that one. I didn't hear about that.
She called herself a single mother.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Oh, that's very disrespectful. I didn't know that.
I'm laughing. That's why getting your passport makes a bunch of sense. That way you can get a good woman like I had.
Say that.
All right. Well, our next topic is Jeannie Mai and Jeezy. The question
Oh yeah.
we
All right.
have for the panel. You want to ask them, Swag? What's the question we have for the panel?
Well, we all know the situation with Jeannie Mai, Jeezy. Jeezy was the one that filed for divorce. It was just like, man, I'm done with this man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So he got to do what he got to do. But now, like I said, with the new developments, there's been a lot of new developments because I heard rumors about her supposed to be messing around with AC Slater from Saved by the Bell and stuff. I thought that was funny. I thought that was
wasn't it
funny when I heard
Mario?
that.
What's his name?
Yeah, Mario Lopez.
Vasquez?
Mario
Lopez.
Mario Lopez. Yeah, like I thought that was funny when I heard that, man. But I just looked at it, I laughed at it. But now with the real new developments is Jeannie Mai is trying to save her marriage. She's trying to win Jeezy back. So, in my honest to God opinion, and this goes to everybody on the panel, do y'all think that Jeezy is gonna go back to her, or y'all think that he just gonna be smashing and dashing?
That's the question.
Nope.
If I were him, I would say smash
I
and
think
dash.
he's still gonna be.
We're gonna
That's
start
his
with
baby.
One at a time, yo. One at a time, yo. Everybody gonna get a chance there.
I think he's still gonna be smashing because that's his baby mother. So she always gonna be in his life. He's always gonna run into her. They're gonna have some alone time at some point. So I could see Jeannie Mai trying to whip it on him to get that marriage back. But as far as like why it happened, I've heard so many reasons. I heard one of the reasons was Jeannie Mai's family, like they got a house together, and Jeannie Mai's family, so her mother, her brother, and some other people moved in with them as a couple. And Jeezy wasn't cool with it because he's like, why you got your mother in our business, right? Why you got your mother kind of like acting like she's in control of this relationship and situation. So that I could see him kind of that's kind of a lot to deal with. So that's my question. I want to shoot that back to y'all. So if you got married to somebody, could you deal with an overbearing mother that kind of wanted to put her hands like deep in y'all relationship? Like y'all living together in the same house and everything.
No, next person.
Yeah, you answer that
So
question, Kings.
No. To answer that question, absolutely not. And this is why and we talked about this the week before last about the whole vetting process. The vetting process is important because not only are you vetting her, but you're vetting her family. Like if you see that her mother is overbearing or her father is overbearing, like you got to look at that, and especially guys, like listen, this is your future. Like nah, dog, none of that. And I don't know if that to be true, but I'm just answering the question if that is true. So absolutely not. I would not be in that situation whatsoever. If I had any feeling that that situation was actually going to happen, I would be out. Exit stage left, hit the parachute. I'm going out.
True. But I also heard that Jeannie Mai have a really bad anger problem, and she don't know how to
That
control herself.
too. All right, so I guess
Yeah,
we're going off all the rumors of why they divorced.
yeah,
But
and
the
she
overbearing mom thing was one, and that her anger issues is another thing. Because she talked about how in her previous relationships, her boyfriend and her husband would kind of deal with it, like because she was surrounded by a bunch of yes men. So when
but
she got to Jeezy, yeah, Jeezy wasn't playing that. Jeezy was like, "You're not doing this with me," and he
mm-mm.
checked her. And she had to actually sit and evaluate herself and kind of like, okay, I do have a problem. What am I going to do about it? My thing is just like, how did Jeezy marry her and not see that though? Like, that's what King and Dreams was saying about the vetting process. Like, you got to see people through all seasons. So I have a feeling like there was some signs that that was there, and he just kind of like ignored it. She was bragging about her mouth game, so maybe that
And
distracted him from it. But
we're gonna get into that.
yeah,
We're gonna get into that too because that is not
it,
ladylike to brag to a whole bunch of other men about your head game and how good the box is to your man and how good his penis is. That's just not ladylike. It's really not. And a lot of people thought she was this sweet, submissive, whatever, because she's Asian, but she is still a Western woman at the end of the day. So
She
but
was
that's why like a lot of people they really got to get themselves like mental health is a serious thing, and then like you should really evaluate yourself before you get into a relationship because you will come across a lot of people that they still haven't healed from their previous relationships, and then they will bring all their trauma and drama and issues into the next one. And I had a lot of conversations with people who done this, and I'm like, getting with somebody new is not going to fix the problem because the problem is eternal, right? So just jumping into a new relationship, because I see people do this all the time, especially women. Like when they have issues and they drive the guy crazy, they just go get another guy to put up with it. Well, Jeannie found out that Jeezy wasn't the one that was going to put up with it. So I also think that's the thing too. It's like if you know you have these issues, do something about it, get it fixed, right? So that's
absolutely.
why I agree with Kings and Dreams that the vetting process is very important.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, let's hear from Happy Life. What you got for us, Happy Life, on this subject? What you got for us?
Boy, if I'm Jeezy, things would have ran a lot different. I'm gonna say, look here, woman, you're a fuck buddy status until further notice. And this is your job. I'm gonna treat it like it's a job. You're gonna hit it from the back really good,
Ah,
and then you're gonna buy me stuff, and that's it. Because that's all you are to me. It's a job. I'm gonna treat it like it's a job. This is your role, and I expect you to perform at the highest level, and that's it.
Okay. So if you was Jeezy, that's what you would do. You wouldn't take her back, but you would make sure she performed at the highest level. That's what you would do.
Yeah, sexually. Yeah, that's it. Sex object. A new job. That's your job, bitch. Do it. It's your job.
All right.
And on that note, he drops the mic.
Mic drop, mic drop.
Yo, he literally making sure she's that Oriental girl for real.
Right.
Pretty much.
Oh my God. What about you, Game Changer?
So Kings and Dreams brought up something interesting about the vetting process. Like how could she pass the vetting process into marriage, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I remember it was on this very channel that I talked about the vetting process, and a couple of guys, and guys have egos and everything like that, and you know they like to say stuff like, "Oh, all I need is 6 months. All I know some dudes that do it in 2 months." Don't be stupid. You know, like I mean, because it took 2 years for being married, in addition to the time that they courted, prior to that. But needless to say, that you don't go around vetting people for 2 or 6 months, and then you think that you know them or that they can't hide their true identity in a 2 month period of time. I mean, jobs have probationary periods less than that because they know that, after 2 months, the person could start coming in late and start, wearing chlamydia lip gloss or some crap like that. So yeah, you gotta have like a reasonable, a greater time for a vetting process. Don't let your ego get in the way. Don't think that you are just some, I know women so well that I can vet them, you know, I could vet them in 6 hours and I know if they're wifey material. If that were the case, then divorce wouldn't exist. Every dude that did that, every dude that's divorced now thought that they understood their wife before marrying them. So let's try to avoid your ego getting in the way and understand that people are deceitful and they are capable of deceiving you over a period of time. So have a longer and more intense vetting process. Don't be stupid.
It's a good take. Yeah, because remember that last show? Yeah, they were talking about how they can vet women in a couple of weeks. Remember?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like
it's
what?
stuff
Well,
like that.
hey, no, the reason why I say don't wait years to vet somebody, because what happens when you vet them and it's like, I don't want to be with this person. You just waited 3 years just to decide you don't want to be with somebody.
Yeah, but Auntie, he
So
waited 3 years.
hold on. Let me finish. Let me finish. Now, and I get what you're saying. Some people do need more time, but I'm like, I don't need that much time to say no, thank you. I don't. And if it ain't gonna work, I want to get rid of you, and I want to get rid of you quick.
Exactly.
I don't want to wait 3 years to get rid of you.
But you see, here's the thing. He wound up waiting those 3 years anyway, and he got rid of her, but there's a divorce involved now, and according to TLA, she might get a wampum. A wampum meaning a lot of money. So, and that's why you do that, because after he lost those 3 years, married or not. Now, because he married, he lost additional wampums of money.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why you do that. I mean, you're no matter what, you're risking time, in every endeavor.
I mean, all I'm saying is I don't think the issue wasn't that he didn't vet her for long enough. I think his issue was that he actually married her after vetting her, because he probably just shouldn't have married her.
Well, no, that's what you're
that same amount of time that it took him to say I'm going to marry her. He probably should have decided the opposite.
Mm-hmm.
And just been rid of her right there.
Yeah, but I do think that women code switch. They're very good at that, especially those who are in entertainment. It's actually literally their job to pretend to be somebody else for stretches of time. So, to look past that, yeah, I mean, spend the time. Like, I mean, it's unfortunate that you have to invest so much time, but we don't live on a prairie anymore. We don't, marry the girl that we grew up with, and her family is on the neighboring farm or some crap like that. And you've been vetting her since, y'all were in school together and the teacher wrote everything on a chalkboard on your desk. It's not that time anymore. Like, so, unfortunately we have to, we're dealing with much older people and people who developed a personality all their own before they started marriage. I mean, that was fine to do it quickly when you're talking about young love and you're growing together. Jeannie Mai has already grown into, whatever the fuck she is now. And he has to discover that, and it's going to take time.
Yeah, because didn't you say yourself that you dated women who you thought were submissive and sweet and they ended up being Keisha? You said that.
Um,
They,
yeah, well, Keisha is
How
overt,
did
but
that go?
Keisha is overt. However, yeah, there do exist women who have qualities that are just deplorable. You see, here's the thing, and black men really need to understand this. A woman need not be Keisha in order to not be a good woman. Because
Right.
we're so saturated with Keishas, and Keisha is such a despicable woman, just the stereotype of her. We a woman doesn't have to be Sexyy Red or Sukihana or something like that to be a bad woman. We as black men are so like, oh, okay, she's not overtly doing those Sexyy Red stuff, that we let our guards down for all kind of other crap. Okay, it's not just Keisha, it's Susan, it's Kim, it's Ashley, it's Mai, it's Tiff. It's all kind of crap out there that you got to be prepared for. Now, as far as my experience, I tend to see, and I think I told you this privately, the one Keisha that gets the net, I tend to see Keishas coming a mile away. And these are the ones who pretend to not be Keisha because of my physical appearance and the way I talk and things like that. Keisha knows that I'm not into Keisha. So if she's into me, she pretends to not be Keisha, but I see through it. One of them, who was adopted by white people, actually got through. So yeah, she got me, but that's about it. But it was actually Kings and Dreams that said before that because I asked them, I said, have you ever been in a relationship that lasted for 2-3 years? And then I asked them, if you would have married her, you would be divorced with her by now, right? It was something along those lines. He correct me if I'm wrong. And that's true. I mean, it is a vetting process. It's unfortunate that does.
Yeah, no, yeah. So GC, what you had asked me, was I in a relationship? Because I believe I said the vetting process was for me. I said that it should be like 12 to 18 months, and then you asked me had I been with a woman for 2 to 3 years, and did I break up with her? And I said yes. So you were kind of on par with what you were saying, but just to kind of go back to this conversation, um, I mean, yes, absolutely. Like with the stereotypical Keisha, I think that guys do say, okay, well, you know what? She's not like ratchet and ghetto, and then let other things pass by because just not only being ratchet and ghetto, like there's other things that can make you a low quality woman as well. And
Absolutely.
yeah, and just listening to some of the things that she said on the show. I forget, is it The View? I think that's what it's called. But like, yeah, so there was, like there's clips of her saying that she was a side chick, didn't care about the main chick. Um, then she talked about she talked about like having like black dudes on the side and then having the white dude be the main. Um, then she also talked about not now the biggest thing for me was when she basically basically she said no, she said, I don't want to say basically, she said that she did not respect her ex-husband was not on a level with her, and then she's with Jeezy because Jeezy is on the same level with her. Now, to me, like if you can't even if you disagree with your ex or whatever, but if you're gonna be able to talk about your ex so blatantly and so disrespectfully, what makes you think that you're saying sweet nothings about me when I'm not around or when I piss you off or when we do get into those arguments. So that I would have to hold Jeezy feet to the fire as well, because these are some things that he knew prior to, or he should have been privy to prior to him marrying her. Some of the things that she had said.
Let me ask you a question. You being a passport bro, how do you
I'm a
feel?
passport elite. Let's make
I'm
that
sorry,
clear.
a passport. You being a guy with a passport who believe in going overseas to find love or whatever, how do you feel about this whole situation, like a black man getting with a non-black woman, you know, an Asian woman, and it just turning into a disaster? Like, do you feel like all women can be the same, or do you feel like what do you? How do you feel?
So okay, so let me just clarify a couple of things. So whether it be in the United States or outside of the United States, if you have the ability to find a quality person, do you? All I say is that, like, for people that get upset at guys who travel abroad to find quality women and say, well, why can't you find a woman here? It's like, what? There's almost 200 countries in this world, and so I'm supposed to be subjected to living in the United States where the quality is lower. And I'm not saying that you can't get a quality woman in the United States. What I am saying is that there's over 200 countries, and then the critics will say, well, why can't you find a woman here? Like, come on, that's asinine. You want to go to where is better. That's just simple logic. All right, so I tackled that. The next thing is, doesn't matter what race the woman is. If you are raised in a Western culture, we have this feminism thing, and it affects all races, black, white, it doesn't matter, right? So this woman was raised in the West, raised in the United States. So she has been adapted to the Western culture. As I mentioned previously about her admitting that she was a side chick, and then she got asked, "Oh, well, what about, well, what about his woman?" And she clearly said she didn't care about the main woman. She said that. So to answer your question, doesn't matter whether she's black, white, Asian. If she was raised in the West, it's the Western culture. It's not a race thing. It's a culture thing.
No, I get it. Yeah, I was just curious on how you
Okay.
felt about it.
Yeah,
But
no worries.
thanks for that. Thanks for that. But let's go to Aunt T.
Mhm.
Aunt T.
Yeah. I mean, phew. As far as the original question, do I think he'll end up back with her? Yes, I do. Just call it a hunch. Just
I
call it a
got
hunch.
pushback.
I'm sorry?
I said I got pushback.
Yeah, I think he ends up back with her. No, I just don't think they get the divorce. I think he's going to save money by not divorcing her. I think she's going to be able to maintain a certain lifestyle by not getting a divorce. That's why she doesn't want one. And it's something that's going to work out better for the kids. She'll take her anger management classes. He'll pretend to understand her better and be a little more patient. And then they'll probably go through the same thing again in 10 years.
She ain't gonna take no anger management classes. Stop it with that. That lady's full of demons.
Well, so I thought about what you said, Aunt T, and one or two things would have to happen in order for them to stay together. Actually, man, the cynical one actually kind of kind of hit my point. Yeah, so what I think is that they will stay married, right? But he's gonna have his own thing, and she'll probably have her own thing. But like when it comes to showing up at events or whatever, they'll do that. They'll show up at events together and stuff like that to kind of keep the peace.
Yeah, I would say they'll maintain appearances. Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Right. That's exactly
Yeah.
the yes, thank you so much. But yes, yeah, they'll keep up with appearances. And what the cynical one said, yeah, it's cheaper to keep her. That's the only way. Like if they come to some agreement to where it's like, hey, listen, like we're, you do you, I'm gonna do me, and that's that. Okay, cool. But if there's none of that, then I figure that Jeezy's gonna be looking for some sort of buyout. But as the cynical one said, it is definitely cheaper to keep her. I mean, you see divorces of all races where guys are paying astronomical money, You know what I mean? Like Anthony Anderson has to pay $20K a month. You know,
yeah, we gonna get to that.
My bad.
Mess up our topics.
Whoops, I'm sorry. I'm jumping ahead. Anyway, sorry. Auntie just sparked something in my mind, and that's why I agree with him. But I'm about to myself, so I'm good.
Funny thing is, like right after we get done with this topic, that's exactly what we was about to talk about. So Auntie, you got anything more to add?
No, that was it. That was it right there.
All right, well, H&M, what you got to say, brother? I know you've been sitting over there waiting patiently. What you got to say on this topic, bro?
Yeah, I think we spoke on this on y'all last show. It didn't surprise me. I mean, this is the same chick that was on the Rio talking all that feminist stuff. And I honestly thought maybe she was going to turn over a new leaf sometime after she left the show. But you know what they say, old habits die hard. So even after Jeezy married her, she was still the same belligerent, disrespectful, abusive woman that she was while she was still on the Rio. So it doesn't surprise me. And going back to what y'all was saying earlier, I've learned through experience that just because a woman is not running the streets or she's not racking up body, that doesn't make her any more desirable than the females who do. Just because you don't run the street, that doesn't make you a date-worthy woman. Seriously. I know females personally who don't run the streets or go to the clubs, but they have flaws that keep them from being taken seriously by different men. Maybe she's not an affectionate person. Maybe she doesn't like people all up in her business. Maybe she just wants to be free and be on social media, whatever the reason may be. Sure, she's not a hood rat, but she has some things about her that makes her undateable. So that's something you got to look at too. You can't just look at the fact that, oh, she don't run the street. She ain't out here dressing like a thot. She ain't no single mother. She can still be as undesirable as heck. And I'm talking from my experience because I know women like that personally. Some of them are single mothers. But the ones that are not single mothers, they're no more desirable than the ones that are not single mothers. That's my take on it. My mic is muted. Carry on.
All right. So, well, I mean, so far everybody done spoke their piece on this topic. So, yo, Melody, you want to kick it off into the topic we were just hinting at?
All right. So, our last topic, we will be talking about Anthony Anderson ordered to pay his ex-wife $20,000 a month. Yes, yeah, I heard it right, y'all. $20,000 a month. Okay.
For what?
Huh?
For what?
I guess
I wasn't happy. Anthony. I'm not happy. Pay me $20,000.
Alimony, child support. What is it?
Why do these men get their passports? Oh my God, they doing something.
I don't think it's child support, man. I think this is like alimony or something.
This is alimony.
No.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised.
$1,000. That's
I didn't say child support. Spousal support.
Well, somebody said child support. That's why I said that. Somebody said child support. I ain't say who said it. I just said somebody said it.
I said that was child support.
Look at K and D jumping the gun over there.
It's because I honestly didn't hear him. My bad. Nah, but I wasn't I wasn't tripping. My bad.
No, it ain't nothing to trip about. I just got to bust some chops every now and then, man.
He does that for a living.
I wouldn't be me if I didn't.
Right.
Understood.
All right, but who want to tackle this first as far as like the whole Anthony Anderson getting finessed out of 20 stacks? Who want to touch on this first, man?
I need more context. But go ahead.
I can pull it up. Let me pull it up.
So this is a man who's getting finessed, right?
Yes, happy life. This is a man getting finessed.
Always the men, man. Always.
What did you expect, man? Come on. Now, granted, you do got them rare cases of women paying alimony and child support. They're still trying to fight that shit off. So,
hi, Halle Berry.
Mary J, I think.
Yeah, her too.
Okay, so I'm gonna see I can get better context. Anthony Anderson ordered to pay at least $20,000 in monthly spousal support to ex-wife.
Jesus.
I can't see it. It's small. All right, nearly 19 months after they split for the second time, Anthony Anderson and his wife have finalized their divorce. According to new reports, the Blackish actor has been ordered to pay a big bag for monthly spousal support. Legal documents obtained people state that Anderson will pay a base rate of $20,000 in a monthly spousal support to his ex-wife Alvina. The monthly payments have the potential to increase. I mean, I need to know more, like you said. That's all it's really saying.
Yeah.
So
Can I ask
Mellogic is
what
right about that.
Wait, it was another part. Should his income exceed, what's that, 2 million?
2 million, yes.
2 million a year. Anderson will have to pay Alvina 20%. Wow. 20%. That is wild.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, well, okay, so 20K a month is gonna be, you know, $240,000 a year. If he makes over 2 million or whatever, he's just forced to pay, what is that,
400,000? Yeah.
Yeah, 400 for every $2 million he makes, pretty much, prorated. Yeah, that's
rough.
He's got to maintain a lifestyle. That's the law. It's I mean, those are the laws in the state that they live in. It sucks, but I like Melogic's comment right there. It's just spousal support. It favors the lower moneymaker. That could be anybody.
Yeah, that's facts.
Is it in some states like spousal support? Hang on, spousal support is permanent based on how long you guys were married. Because I think in some states, if you're married for more than 10 years, and let's say your wife was a stay-at-home wife and wasn't working, you got to pay her spousal or alimony for life.
So you mean to tell me?
It depends.
Wait a minute. So you mean to tell me this woman could have moved on, got a whole nother husband and everything, and still be receiving this man's money?
No, not necessarily. No, depending on the state that she lives in. If she gets most states, if she gets married, she's not getting that anymore.
Yeah.
But
So
she can get a living due.
Support.
You usually no. Yeah, usually you don't get it anymore after you get married to somebody else. But if she just shacks up with a dude, yeah, she'll still keep getting that money.
Wow, and you know what? They might not get married just because.
Absolutely.
And she got the simp out there too.
Yeah, because he'll fund the lifestyle.
So let's say you were rich, Auntie, and me and you were married for 10 to 15 years, and I got with swag. We both can be living a lavish life off a year check.
Yes.
Wow.
That is wow. So perfect example.
So I ain't got to pay for a damn thing.
I know, right, hustler?
One at a time, yo.
Sorry, go ahead.
Who's talking?
GC, go ahead.
Oh, I wasn't talking.
I thought it was Kings and Dreams. I was about to say.
Oh no! I was just gonna say.
No, was it my turn to give a take on it? Is that what you said, my name?
No, somebody was talking. I thought it was you.
Oh no, it wasn't me.
Okay.
Well, I was just gonna say something really quick, and then if you wanted to give your take, GC. But a perfect example of how this is happening. So Robert De Niro is paying his ex-wife $1 million a month. Yeah, I'm sorry. I think it's $1 million a year. Sorry, it's $1 million. $1 million a year, and she lives. The ex-wife lives with her boyfriend, but she's not going to get remarried.
Of course not.
Right?
Why would she?
Right?
You can't get no money no more.
You guys
that would be stupid.
Yeah, you guys had talked about it in a hypothetical, but I was giving you something real that's actually happening.
Right.
Yeah, that's it.
I think that's the same thing with Dr. Dre's situation with his ex-wife. Like if she was to get remarried, she ain't gonna get no more of his money.
So my question is,
that's so wild to get rich.
So what positions that put these divorced women?
Hold on, y'all.
Why
Go
are
ahead,
these women woman getting more than a child would get for child support? That's my question, because child support don't even be that much. Yo,
really? No, well, no, he's got to fund the lifestyle. If she was bringing in no income at all right, she's got to maintain some kind of similar lifestyle to what she was living before. So if they had the type of lifestyle where they live in a certain type of neighborhood, they got staff, they got help. There's just certain expenses that have to be paid. A dude like Anthony Anderson probably has expenses that total out to about $75,000-$80,000 a month, just to maintain the household, maybe more. You know what I'm saying? So just to cover the wife's portion of that probably is about 20 grand. Just the wife's portion alone.
Gosh.
Wow.
They need to change these laws. These laws aren't fair. That is wow.
But this
now
is
you
why,
seeing why more and more dudes don't want to get married.
Got money. Men
Y'all
who got
wonder why
money,
the
they're
marriage
like,
rate
they're
is
not
dropping.
even risking that.
I did a whole show talking. This morning did a whole show talking about marriage rates dropping, and now y'all see why.
Didn't Janet Jackson do that? Like, she married a billionaire for 5 years, right?
Yeah,
And the
the
whole
exact
contract
time.
was like, yeah, at the exact 5 years, if she divorced, then she can get a settlement payout. And she waited exactly 5 years and then divorced the dude.
Well, Chris Rock's wife did that, but it was like 18 years, something like that, or 20-something years. Like, it was a lot longer. So, I mean, we're talking about millions of dollars. Like, I've been an adult for over 20 years, and I don't have millions of dollars. So, yeah, I mean, it is that serious. Like, people work their entire life to be a millionaire. So why not marry a guy for years and then eat off of his? Yeah, exactly. So, like, these women are looking at it that way. It's like, I could be a call center supervisor for 20 years, or I could marry Chris Rock, or
Yeah,
I could.
that's a hell of a retirement plan. Like, you don't have to work; you just get paid because you were previously married.
It is. Well, she was actually retired while married. It's not like she was actually working then. So yes, it's just an extension of the retirement plan. So it's and the thing is that guys are taking an extraordinary amount of risk in marriage, which is why I say don't rush in. Somebody said 2 months. Don't. If you have nothing, then yes, go for the 2 months, but because you have nothing to lose. If you do have something to lose and you plan to gain something to lose during the course of your lifetime, then definitely, go through a rigorous vetting process if you're going to get a state-sanctioned marriage at all. It is a risk. You are running an extraordinary risk.
All right, so what if it's regular people and a man makes, let's say, just like 100? Okay.
Well, don't say just 100, but
yeah, right, just 100. That's not regular.
No, because I'm thinking of these celebrities versus just a regular 6-figure guy. That's why I'm just bringing that up.
Well, yeah, I mean,
he still will have to pay her.
Fair point. So, and yes, you do like these like 6-figure guys. I think
He's
that's like
a woman. Of course, you gotta pay.
That's like the top 20 or 10% or something like that. Yes, you do have to pay, and you have to pay an amount that affects you in a way, because when you're not a millionaire and things like that, and you don't just buy things like homes outright, you have mortgages and stuff. It becomes difficult to keep up with it, and she gets, in many cases, she gets half of the house anyway. So your lifestyle is greatly diminished. Because you're spending a high. Okay, so somebody mentioned like how he has a staff that's probably like $60K per month anyway, or something like that. People who are in the top, like the Mayweathers and stuff, they spend even though they spend a lot, it's still a very small percentage of their overall income, because they make so much. Poorer people, and I'm not calling a 6-figure brother poor, but a person who makes 6-figure, he's spending a higher percentage of his overall income and just maintaining a base lifestyle. So that being the case, once that's taken away from him, then he's not able to maintain his lifestyle, and neither is she. So the kids do suffer in that case, because you now have two $50,000 houses, which is, so if you had like a 4-bedroom for $100,000 house, with your $100,000 income, you now have two people with two-bedroom homes. I mean, it's, so who won in that scenario? Not the kids, not the kids. So
game changer. What usually ends up happening is, instead of you going from a 4-bedroom home for $100K, which is that's a random amount, but we'll just say that.
Yeah.
Instead of you going to two $50,000 homes, what ends up happening is she gets a 4-bedroom home and you get a damn apartment.
Yeah.
Saying in the hood. That's usually what ends up happening.
Yeah, no, that's true.
$100 a month, 1-bedroom apartment. Okay?
No, that's true. That's true.
And a Kia.
Yeah. No, that's true. That's true. That does happen. I mean, there are some extraordinarily unfavorable, circumstances, and like they don't even mention like the 20%. They don't say if it's net or gross, meaning that if he makes $2 million, he gets taxed on that 40%. Then he pays 20% to her. I don't know if he's paying the 20% of the 100% or the 20% of the remaining 60. Nevertheless, he is not getting half of what he's earning. Like either way, he's not getting half of what he's earning. And I don't think that alimony and things like that are taxed. So we live in the West. They're incentivizing divorce. Anytime you pay somebody to do something, that's an incentive. That's the bonus. They're paying you to do a certain thing, and they want her to have the money because men don't spend money, especially married men. Really, the only time men spend their disposable income is to impress women when they're single. That's the only time you see them with the shoes, the fancy cars, we're very practical beings by ourselves. So they know this. So they want to get the men back spending again. And they know if you give the woman money, she'll spend it on a bunch of crap. So, they're like, okay, we have to put the money in the woman's hands so she could buy $900 shoes per shoe.
Basically, yeah. Hey, so we can get it back. That's how we get it back. We give it to her.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Because I mean, when she buys something that's $1,000, that's taxed. It employs somebody. So we live in a country, just so people know, because when I seen this on a headline, I was shocked. Luxury spending now, luxury spending is a larger industry than the tech industry here in the US, which is phenomenal. And tech is just a little bit above entertainment. And way below the military, but thank God luxury spending hasn't reached that high, but it's still really high. Like, I mean, people are spending more on that than they do technology, than they do, and women are spending more on that than they do technology, than they do entertainment. So that's really saying something about the world that we live in. And it's like, where's this money coming from? Well, it's coming from divorce, it's coming from welfare, it's coming from all sorts of things. But there are very, very, very rich and powerful people with an interest in keeping women single with money. They have that interest. They want them to live that Sex in the City lifestyle. Even on the show Sex in the City, they had Gucci this, Louis Vuitton that, like, every episode. Like they want them to have that lifestyle. And what are the men doing? Well, men are buying the Gucci socks, like Biggie Smalls to try to smash, so it's a win-win for them. Married people don't live like that. Married people don't buy Gucci diapers for their kids.
Hey man, that's why the powers that be, it benefits them, not the woman. Remember, it's supposed to keep men and women divided for their purpose only. That's what the women don't understand. To keep you single for the rest of your life so you can die off in a couple of years. And
I think they do. Happy, I think they do understand. They just don't care. No, in all honesty, I think that they do understand. They just don't care. I mean, I think that at some point in a lot of hot girl summers' lives, they actually ask themselves, the thought of, love, marriage, baby carriage, white picket fence, and all that stuff do cross their mind. and then it's omitted from their mind for this Sex in the City lifestyle. And I used to think like you. I used to think that it was subconscious, but no, I think that they know what they're doing.
Well, they have to die alone, play with their Rose toys or whatever, and I wish them good luck, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it, man. So let me see. Who all didn't get a chance to speak on this topic, yo?
Hey, Auntie and H&M.
Go ahead.
I said something.
Oh, okay. Well, H&M, go ahead, man. Speak your piece.
Yeah. Ain't much to really say on this. I think it's just crazy. And like I said earlier, I did a whole show talking about marriage rates. This morning did a whole show talking about marriage rates are dropping. Well, maybe now you understand why. It's just too much risk involved. And like y'all said, there is no incentive for women to stay in marriages anymore. It's like, if the marriage don't work, they got a backup plan. The government, or as they call them, Big Daddy government, Zaddy, whatever the hell terms we be using nowadays, they got their back no matter what. Never mind the toll it takes on the husband. Never mind the toll it takes on the children. Never mind any of that stuff. They just want to shack up so they can rack up. That's the only way to look at it. Shack up and rack up. That's my take on it.
All right.
Well, I want to know this. Do you have to have kids in order to receive that alimony?
I don't think so.
No, you don't need kids for alimony. Alimony is like spousal support. It's for
Well, that's what I meant.
It's gonna be child support.
So it's Melody, the best way to think of it.
Woman.
Well, the best way to think of it, Melody, is alimony is like a tax that you pay for sex that you used to have.
It's true. It's true because Robert De Niro and his ex-wife, they don't have any kids together. But yeah, he's paying for her lifestyle while some other dude is hooking up with his ex-wife, and it's a
paying for the sex.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie. If I was a man, I would at least want to get some. That gotta come with some sex. If I gotta pay you, we gotta meet up and do it.
I can tell you this much. I don't want nothing from no chick I ain't with. If I ain't with you no more, you keep it over there. You keep it. There's a reason why we ain't together no more. Especially if you done drag especially if you done drag me through the mud through court. If I done went through a court battle and I gotta pay you, trust me, I hate you. Don't come near me.
Okay, when it comes to that, I'll give you that.
Trust me, me paying you and me having to pay you isn't gonna make me want you more. Trust that.
What's that old saying?
Around and take this money and stay away from me.
Like the old saying goes, sometimes the juice is just not worth the squeeze. All the cooch in the world and worth all of that financial burden. Shit.
I'm just saying, man. You name a dude that you can tell me that say, man, I know this chick done sued me and I gotta pay her $20,000 a month and she done drug me through court, but I still want to screw her. He gonna say, I hate that bitch, man. Keep it the hell away from me. I want to. For real.
He said, keep it the hell away from me.
She got some fine ass cooch in that case.
No, what Auntie says is true. When you really, I mean, I've never been to court, but when you really hate a chick, you don't want to sleep with them anymore. But I mean,
when she puts you through that, I'm just saying that's enough to make you want to hate, like make you a hater when she puts you through that.
No, but let me ask you this. Would you make her do something? And by something, I mean like pick grapes in a grape field and stomp on it until they turn into jelly. Like, would you just make her like do something ridiculous just to make her feel like she earned it? Like, I mean,
if I could, I would. Absolutely, if I could.
Exactly. I would make her.
I always said, bro, I would tell you like this. I would be like this. I would be more than willing to drop off 10,000, 20,000 a month. I'm not a millionaire like that. I don't have that type of money. But if I did, I'd be like, okay, I'll give you 20,000 a month on one condition. I got to be able to deliver it to your driveway in all pennies, unbagged up, unrolled up pennies. Yeah.
I'll
Straight
give
up.
I mean,
her
yeah,
twenty
exactly.
thousand.
It's a dump truck full of $20,000 worth of pennies in the back of the dump truck.
With the garbage in it.
Delivered
With the garbage in
every
it.
month.
With
Yeah.
garbage in it. Like, don't forget that part. It actually has to,
Whatever.
yeah, exactly. No, I mean,
Not
no,
only with
I
garbage,
should be able
I
to give
need
it to
her
her in
to
recyclable bottles, like in cans.
Yeah, I
Like,
like that, bro. I like that one.
yeah,
Send her on a scavenger hunt.
Look,
yeah,
look,
every
look.
month.
You want
Now,
your
I do
money?
want
Stop.
them to have to do something for it, like pick tobacco, you know, or
That's what I'm
something.
saying.
Ooh, gladiator. Like they have to like fight in an arena with other divorced bitches. Like, yeah,
In a pudding pool. Fight in a pudding pool. That way they all gonna be sweet and tasty at the end of the show.
Yeah, no, that money shouldn't be free. She got to do something to earn that money, in my opinion. So.
not only would I give her 10,000 with the penny stacked up, I'll have her pee on herself and then have a homegirl beat her up.
Her pee on herself. What?
Pee on herself.
that's an imagination. Happy life. I got to get
Yeah,
that.
y'all would be amazed what these women, what a lot of these women and dudes too, what their lawyers instruct them to do. Like they'll get a settlement like that in alimony, and then just like that movie Liar Liar, where it's like, okay, he's a good father. We got 50-50 custody, got $10 million in alimony. She like, damn, that I want child support too. That's an extra 20 something, 30K a month. I want child support too. It's like, damn, you just said he was a good father. I don't care. I want the money.
Yep.
I'm just saying, you'd be amazed how many lawyers instruct them. Hey, man, this is what's up. You gonna leave all this money on the table because they're trying to get their cut too.
All right, well, I have one more question before we get to Mel. So, do men also get granted alimony? Let's say Oprah was married to someone, and they got divorced. Do
Yes.
Oprah gotta pay him?
Yeah, Halle Berry's husband did. Yeah.
Okay.
And child support. Yeah, that happens.
I just
It's
wanted to make
far
sure
rare
it's
because
fair.
men tend to marry their men tend to marry their economic inferiors. But it does happen from time to time.
Yeah, that's because he's the lower breadwinner. The spouse support only supports the lower money maker. So that's in favor of the money. That could be man or woman. That's why you got situations like with Kelly.
Bill, you need some volume, brother.
Who else?
We can't hear you that good. Turn up your volume.
Spouse support because they was the bigger breadwinner. They funded their lifestyle. That's how the judge see things and stuff. They go by who is the bigger breadwinner that's funding the lifestyle. And then there's another thing. Well, I would say Anthony Anderson made a mistake, and this is the reason why the soccer player that we heard about was able to not pay. He beat the case, was not able to pay his ex no spousal support. It's in his personal name, his personal income. What the soccer player did, he put all his income towards his mother's name. So technically, his mother pays him, and whatever it is, ain't gonna be enough to fund her. They go by your personal income, what you're being paid and stuff. So unfortunately, yeah, in the situation, I would say Anthony Anderson, if I was to advise him, you could get an escort LLC, will have them pay you and stuff in your personal name, and then whether that LLC is paying you that way, they're gonna go by that. So he won't even have to pay $20,000 a month. It might be even lower than that if he did the structures like that.
All right, thanks for that. Now, real quick, thank you, Dane C, for the $2 super chat. He says, "I'll make her wash my dirty drawers with her toothbrush."
Nah, not here. Don't stop there. Make a contract with local prison, and then have them ship their drawers to her house. Like,
oh my god.
Make her drink some.
I'm with GC. Hey, if I could be creative with it, you damn right I would be creative as hell with it if I gotta pay for it. Why not?
No, because there are people right now doing these things. Like, I mean, I wash my drawers. Nobody pays me 20 G's a month. It has to be worth it.
Yeah, I can guarantee you this though. None of that would include me screwing this chick.
Exactly.
She can keep that. She can keep that.
How about head? How about unlimited head?
That chick, man. Fuck that shit.
No, I don't.
If I could parcel it out, to
People say I got a nasty mind.
no, if I could parcel it out to the homies and people who've been, channel members of mine, then yeah. Like all my channel members.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'd be like, yeah, the rest of every dude on the every dude on the panel, all my channel members, yeah, you can hit them up. Exactly. Good. I'm not touching you though. You can dome them up. Exactly. I'm with him on that.
And then every now and again, a dude be like, hey, do you have an extra $1 for me? I'm like, nope, but I got something else. Like,
I'm pimping the shit out of her. Shoot. Make that money back.
Wait,
I wouldn't even want the money.
I also have another shout out. Thank you so much, Josh Watkin, for the $5 super chat. I mean, not super chat. I keep calling it that. Cash App. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Oh shoot, he sent me a $5 cash app too. Salute to Josh. Josh for president 2024. Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Mel. I know you had a take on this this topic.
I had an evil mind. You made it sound freaky, but you know what? Fuck that shit. I'm pimping the shit out of her. Your word, shit. Make that money back. If dudes want to screw my ex-wife and I gotta pay for it, I'm videotaping that shit and selling that shit. Word, fuck that shit. Making that money back. Yep.
Wow. It's gonna be another Kim Kardashian Ray J type thing.
This time we're gonna make mad money. I'm gonna make more of the money out of that shit. 10 G's? Okay, here you go. I'm gonna make 30 G's out of your ass. Fuck that shit. Hey, dude, y'all can screw my wife. Go ahead, screw my ex-wife. She's my ex. I'm videotaping it. I'm gonna make some money out of that shit. Hey, yo, 1999.
Hey, so what you're saying is you give her own booth at the fair. Like, give her a booth at the fair. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck that shit.
Yeah, for real. Hey, for $5 though, you get a turn. Everybody gets a turn. $5. I'm getting all my money back.
That's one tier. That's one tier. That's a good idea, Ed. That's what tier one.
Or I could just make.
I think of multiple tiers. Now, if you actually want to smash it, that's gonna be a couple more dollars.
Or I'll just make her jock, or I'll make her run around my neighborhood 20 times with a bunch of Rottweilers chasing after her.
Well, I mean, the thing is that, and this is why we're saying this and getting creative, Melody, is because we work, and some of us make 10 a month, and others don't. But both, whether you do or you don't, you know how difficult it is. It is not an easy thing, no matter how you got it. Like if you're an athlete or something like that, it was very difficult to be, the top 0.001% in the country, to be in the position just to sit on a bench for the Raiders or something like that. It's highly competitive. You have to do a lot. Men do a lot for 10 to 20 G's a month. I have a friend who's blue collar, but he is always signing those overtime forms. And yes, he do make that 200 a year, from doing that. And it is not easy. So for somebody to come along and say, hey, I just was married and I divorced the guy, so give me that. It's an insult to the guys who are actually working. You see those guys, like when they build in a skyscraper, the guys that's on top of the skyscraper, sitting on a steel beam and they could fall at any time, and they get paid to do stuff like that. They get paid to make these buildings, like those guys that be hanging out, those guys who, I don't know how much they make. I'm just throwing out jobs out there where people are actually working, hard. If you worked in a corporate building or something, and then it's always some guy every now and again, and he just comes off the side on a self-made conveyor belt and he's washing the windows, and he's asking for overtime just so he could probably get the 10 to 20 G's a month. Hey, it takes work. It takes work to get that money. And for somebody, and don't get me wrong, every now and again, somebody gets lucky. They come up with an idea. They become, famous. They get it off YouTube. They have a talent or something. I'm not really talking about those guys. I'm talking about, the guys who are at the top of their field. They struggle, they compete, they educate, they do what it takes to do it. and then just some chick just comes and grab your stuff.
Oh,
So
that's
just like men have to be creative to make that type of money, you know, we're gonna be creative to the divorce chick to earn it.
no, that's very true. Game changer, because you know how you said your guy is doing like overtime slips. So I get paid salary. So if I work 1 hour a day, cool.
Me
But
too,
there's
yeah.
some days where I'm working, 15, 16 hours. Right. So I definitely understand exactly where you're coming from. But I actually do have to leave. I appreciate you all for having me here this evening. Salute to everybody in the chat, everyone in the panel. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it.
Thank you for coming.
Salute, Kings and Dreams.
Is that Brienne, man? How you gonna be here right when I'm pulling up? So
You know she
always
always pull up around these times. You know she got mommy and wife duties and stuff.
She's a wife and a mother, so get us some slack. Anyways, how are you doing? What's up, Brienne? Brienne, my number one fan, always cooking like a frying pan.
H&M, don't be trying to bust Kings and Dreams chops, man. Don't be doing that to my home.
Hey,
I didn't do anything. What the hell did I do?
Auntie, they should make pyramids. And I'm not talking about like with cranes and like modern equipment. No, I'm talking about like God's chosen people made the pyramids. I'm talking about like a bunch of them with a bunch of divorced bitches with rope strapped on them, and they pulling like these big cinder blocks making pyramids and stuff. Like, and the husbands and the ex-husbands are sitting there with pharaoh caps on. Like, that's exactly, yeah. Earn that money. Earn that.
I can't complain.
Earn those 20 G's.
Yeah.
Y'all killing me.
I can't argue.
Or how about this? I'll put the payment in an envelope and put it in a tank with a venomous python inside of it. Stick your hand in there. I dare you.
No, I don't want to hurt them. I just want them to work. Like, I want them to make the Great Wall of Mexico. Like just like the Great Wall of China is made with bricks and stuff. Like, I want them to lay the bricks on the southern border. Like, yeah. They should make a Great Wall somewhere.
I'll send the money on there, but there's gonna be a venomous snake in it.
Wow.
Can't get happy.
That's crazy.
Hey, Pecan.
What's going on, Brienne?
Hello.
Hello.
I'm just listening to all these crazy scenarios, and I'm like, who are they talking about? Came in a little late. So venomous snakes, pimping someone out. Like, I was like, what is going on in this life today?
We're talking
just
about
to be clear,
making
Brienne,
women.
those ideas are not mine. My ideas are the labor.
Get your lying ass out here.
No, I didn't say the venomous snakes or the pimping. My
Okay,
ideas
that
is
was
the
me.
labor.
I would do it.
Is the labor ideas. I want them to work. And who am I talking about, Brienne? I'm talking about the women who divorce and get a huge cash payout. So my suggestion is that I don't want to torture them or pimp them. I want them to work for it. I want them to do something to feel like, so society can feel like they earn it. That's why I say stuff like build a pyramid or do something, build a wall, do something so you can earn that 20 G's a month. Don't just divorce a guy and get this huge payout. If we're going to give you $20,000 a month, I want a pyramid. Then when the pyramid is done, I want you to take the pyramid down and then build it again. Like, I want you to continue this process forever. So, yeah, I mean, we're paying you. Where else do you pay people to do nothing?
I can't with him.
Now you know what we men have to go through.
I'm not arguing with him. I'm not arguing with him at all.
I like the snake idea better, man. Like, you'll get that money, that motherfucker, right? And that snake just bit her on the arm, poisoned her and shit, put her in the hospital.
Oh my God!
We got it. That's why I said 20,000. If you want 20,000 a month, you get it in pennies. to unrolled pennies in your driveway because I want you to have to count it up. I want you to spend 2 weeks of every month counting it in pennies, counting it, rolling it, and then having to go deposit it. Yeah, that should take at least 2 weeks every month until you get efficient.
Yep. And I said, make her run around the block while being chased by Rottweilers. And if she's not careful, you will die immortal.
If you like counting my money that much, I'm gonna make you hate counting my money. I'm gonna make you hate it. I'm gonna just like you hate me, I'm gonna make you hate counting my money.
Auntie, that's why I have a snake there to scare her every time.
All right, Happy Life, we get it.
I would probably make her give me unlimited foot massages and back massages.
Don't
fix that problem.
Don't. I'd be like, hey, don't touch me. Your fingers smell like pennies. They smell like old nasty pennies because you gotta count up. You know what I'm saying? 25 million of them a month. Or something like that.
25 million pennies, though, man.
I mean, whatever. How much is $20,000 in pennies? It's like 25 million pennies or something like that.
And she would have stretched the hell out of it.
Yeah, 30
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we some sick bastards up here. We got some sick little bastards up here.
Look. I got another strategy. Look, if I give her those pennies, man, they gonna be having garbage full of French fries.
Yeah, I'm with GC on that. Yeah, I'm with GC. If I had to pay 20 grand, I would spend another, I don't know, like maybe 2,000 in just like 10-day-old McDonald's French fries or something, and throw it in there too. Another two grand worth. You know, just throw it right in there. Yeah.
And then if you're married.
Yes, I'm not married, Brianne. If you're asking if anybody's married here, I'm not.
Not anymore.
Not either.
You're the only one married.
Marriage don't work.
Up these scenarios, none of them are married. So I'm like, you guys are really tapping into your imagination. But I thought it would be.
No, we're talking about post-marriage.
Scenario. I'm like, oh my god.
We're talking aftermath of marriage.
Yeah, we're talking post-marriage. And if I had to pay somebody $20,000 a month post-marriage, I think they should have to count it up in pennies every month.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we're really talking about divorce because I think the reason that that few men are married now, Brianne, is because of the consequences of divorce is normally just on the man. Typically, whoever the higher breadwinner is, but which is normally the men. Women tend to marry up financially. So guys are a lot more apprehensive, as they should be, towards marriage. You have the guy Anthony Anderson from Grownish fame, who is paying $20,000 a month to his now ex-wife. So unfair arrangements like that is the reason why men are skittish about getting married.
You're damn right. I did a whole show on that.
Are like kind of the issue.
I'm sorry.
Well, I'm saying the punishments are the issue. Breaking of marriage, I am saying that's a horrible thing, but men get the consequences. I think women get the consequences on the back end, like years later. Like at first it's all fun and you're celebrating, you're having a divorce party with a divorce cake, feeling like you graduated, and then 5-10 years down the line you're lonely. Dating isn't what you thought it was going to be. The people you were engaging with, are now with someone else. So yeah, the consequences on the back end is the rest of your life. Most men who are devastated after a divorce, they're able to build back up within a few years. But women, after those few, it's almost like a complete dip. If you look at the charts, the woman's happiness goes down, the men's happiness goes up. So especially the men who are paying that amount. I think it was Mel that had mentioned something about child support not being that much, and I will agree with that. To a person who makes more than average money, it's not a lot, but $200 a month for a person who is below the poverty line is a lot, because child support comes out before everything else. So if you think about the percentage, it takes that percentage off of your entire monthly amount that goes to you. But then there's taxes, there's your 401k, health insurance, which has gone up aggressively. I mean, the last few years, I've been on my husband's health insurance since like 3 years ago, and every year it goes up just enough to notice, somewhere between $30 to $40 for both of us. Now we have a little one on there, so it's definitely gone up. And if that keeps happening, your child support keeps going up. It's always gonna match being under the poverty line, and most people are at or below that. So the problem is we need to have more families stay together and get rid of the incentives that break them up to begin with. So obviously the first main point I kind of missed, and I'm sure I agree with somebody earlier. I just logged in not too long ago. Okay. AI women are winning. What does that mean?
Yeah, that's a good point.
That's his thing. He always be talking about AI
AI
women.
women.
So that's his
They
thing.
talk about something about having artificial
Sex
women
dolls, you mean?
in the new
That's
thing.
AI women.
Robots 2024.
All right.
But here's the thing: to piggyback off what Brienne was saying, yes, women get consequences later down the line. Meaning we suffer off rip after divorces are finalized. We got to pay child support. So it begs the question: who suffer more, the men or the women? To me, that's a matter of opinion. But I think we're both going to suffer in some shape, form, or fashion. Because like Brienne said, they start out with a little divorce part. Oh, I got divorced. Yada 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 yada. But then years down the line, when the bills pile up, the kids are acting up. She can't pay the school fees. Then she gonna have to wake up one day, look herself in the mirror, and then say to herself, "You weak, pathetic fool."
Well,
no said.
Well, Brienne, I mean, I don't know who suffers more. I haven't been in that situation, fortunately. I don't know who suffers more after a divorce, in the short or long term. But I will give merit to what you just said. Nevertheless, in many cases, a person shouldn't have to suffer at all. And really, like, because in a divorce, in my opinion, there is a victim and then there's a victimizer. If you are divorcing a good man, then you are the victimizer and he is the victim of your divorce. So if he suffers at all, then that is really that's really unjust. And the same with the other way around. Like if you have a guy who's, a cheater and beater or something like that, and he decides to divorce you, he should not have to, she should not have to suffer anything additional. So it goes both ways, but unfortunately, we live in a society where, they can cause suffering. Yes, they'll suffer themselves eventually, but a person can cause suffering on another person and get rewarded for it.
I agree.
Well, what I would say also too about the suffering, depends on the person how they actually have a mind frame of bouncing back and stuff. In some cases and everything, women might be in content to I don't even want to be married and be in a relationship no more. They probably might spend one of the rest of their life just dating and stuff casually because they already being funded whatever like the lifestyle. Why get remarried themselves? They might as well stay single and just casually date for the rest of their lives. Done the marriage thing, probably done the relationship thing. They already make content with it. So, and on the other hand, there for a dude, it depends on his mindset. Like also too, like how you can bounce back. Let's use Donald Trump and Jeff Bezos for example and stuff and everything. You see, we already know the situation with his ex-wife, but to us, it seemed like he hurt him a whole lot. To him, he wasn't crying over spilled milk too much about it because he kind of already knew in advance. Basically, I guarantee the lawyer probably told him give her that one-time payout and stuff. It's not a lifetime, just a one-time payout, and he did it with no problem, and he made that money back with no problem either too. And stuff. Same thing with Donald Trump, right? He's always remarrying and stuff like that and paying spousal support with no problem and stuff.
Well,
it depends on how the person sees life and everything, how they bounce back and recover on their own terms and stuff. Most people, they don't. And they think it's a failure. Like I remember this TikTok video with a dude who said he lost his house, his pension, all that stuff, paying his ex-wife support and all that stuff. And it seemed like a dude like that he seemed like he already lost hope. I'm surprised he didn't even technically off himself behind something like that. So So
well, here's the thing, Mel. I don't really believe in the concept of bouncing back. from a setback, and here's why. So, and I'm not going to use Jeff Bezos or the others, Donald Trump, because I've never been a billionaire. But let's just say you're a regular homeowner, right? And you lose your home in a divorce. Now, over time, you work and you earn and you own it and you purchase another home. You can say, even a bigger home, you can say that that person bounced back, but really, had he never divorced, he would be a owner of two homes. So no matter what, it is a loss. I mean, and that's how you should always see it. Like, and then now we could go back to the billionaires and say these guys have $50 billion and they lose one in divorce. And then later they gain like another $49 billion. You could look at it as, oh, it don't matter because I got all these other billions. It's like, no, I still want hers. And that's the way I look at money. It's like, yes, you're going to get more of it, but you would have more if you didn't have that loss of it.
But I'm sorry, game changer, in life, even in business, in successful business, you're going to take losses.
And you do what you do.
Some losses, you know what? You're going to have to deal with it and know how to bounce back from it.
Well,
Can't win it all. Unless you think you are going to win it all, you're not going to win it all like that.
I understand. Well, you don't have a choice but to so-called bounce back from it. What I'm saying is you have to avoid circumstances of losing money. That's with anybody who has it. You want to avoid circumstances in losing money. And the best way to do
they're still going to lose it no matter what. Yes,
no,
they still learn from their past mistakes. I'm learning how not to lose this amount of money or not losing this situation.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
It's still going to happen. They're still going to lose money along the way in future.
No, we're not talking about the inevitability of money loss. We're talking about,
but that's part of it.
Right, I understand. We're talking about a person's resolve towards it. Once a person loses money, they need to take steps to assure that doesn't happen again. There isn't. I'm saying a person shouldn't have a positive outlook on the loss of money ever. Like if I'm to lose, like, say $1,000 gambling or something like that. Yes, I'm going to get it my next paycheck, so it's really not that big of a deal. But I should reevaluate if I should continue to gamble. Like that's part of the resolve. Because no matter what, let's just say, a person makes 10,000. Let's just say a person makes $1,000 a week, and they lose 100 gambling. You could say, okay, yes, but I still got 900 more. But no, you should say, I would have 1,000 had I not did this thing. I am not going to do this thing again unless I'm paying for the entertainment of it.
You want to mitigate your exposure to losses.
Mel. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. But that's also the reason why they also have throwaway money also too most of the time. And they see it as that also too.
I'm sorry, throwaway money?
Yeah. Millionaires do have money they throw away. You might not see it that way because you don't get money like that.
What's throwaway?
And what garbage can so I can go there?
I didn't say no garbage can. In reality, like, they have money that they have to spend. Like it's nothing. That's the term of throwing away.
All right, so
they make a little extra money in their profits, and whether they want to use it for doing their luxury for whatever, or the situation that you just explained with the gambling.
Hold on. Did Pablo freeze down there?
Yeah,
it looked like he froze.
Yeah, froze.
I just about peeped that.
56K internet. Wow.
Go ahead.
All right, hold on.
I was like, damn. So you frozen with that throwaway money thing.
Yeah, but they get to be that way, Mel, because they're actually pretty tight on their money. They count it. They don't throw it around.
Well, I mean,
I know, but they still have extra money and want to
frivolously
spend on luxury stuff or whatever they want to spend on.
But that's still buying something. Like when money is lost, it's lost. Like, yes, you can buy something stupid, and but you still had the urge to have that stupid thing. So yeah, if you want to spend it on, petrified dinosaur penis, and you spend $10 million on that or something like that, then but you still have that petrified dinosaur penis. So but in divorce you don't have that.
Submarine situation.
No, I'm saying in divorce you don't have that. I'm talking about circumstances where you pay for nothing. Even the rich don't do crap like that. Like
they just
don't,
did with the submarine. They wasted money on the damn submarine.
No, they still have a submarine.
The damn thing broke
It was
in the ocean.
useless. What the fuck was the submarine thing for?
It doesn't matter. Like if they pay just for the sake of saying I have a submarine or I had a submarine, but
Either way,
in
it was
divorce
still
you have nothing.
wasted.
In divorce you have nothing. You see what I'm saying? Like if I want to spend $1 million, if I have it and I want to spend $1 million so I can eat the water or drink the water that's stored in the middle of the Himalayan glacier, and then after I drink it, yes, it's gone, but I still paid for that pleasure. These people, they put it like this: they're choosing what they spend their money on, no matter how ridiculous it seems, but they're not choosing to spend it on nothing. They're not choosing it to have a not wife. That is so. It's that aspect of it.
But the reality is, they still took a loss. Period.
I get
in
it.
a situation
And
like
saying,
this,
and what
no, you
Pablo
don't
is saying
get it because
is
a situation
mitigate
in a
that
marriage
loss.
like this,
Try
they
to
still
avoid
took a
the
loss.
He
loss.
paid for something thinking it was worth something, but it came out to be nothing, basically.
To the average Joe, yeah, like the average Joe, yeah. Fuck, they don't definitely won't take losses like that. To them, yeah, like sometimes, yeah. Like Dr. Dre probably go crunching on his teeth. Guarantee he'll probably be with a new wife by the next 10 years.
All right, y'all. Can we get some new blood up in here, man? That's what I was about to say. Can we
Yeah,
get Pablo and then we can get Brienne to talk about it, yo.
And guess what? Pablo was married before, so let's hear from Pablo.
Well, I wanted to do my Jeezy take. Jeezy
Go
and
ahead.
Jeannie Mai.
Okay, Jeezy.
So it's gonna be different than what you've heard so far. I call this the Pookieization of America. Because you guys have to remember, you went right to, Jeannie Mai and her mama. The word I hear about what was going on with their marriage goes something like this: that the fight is over how the daughter is going to be raised culturally. The grandmother, Mama Mai, lives in the house, which is not unusual in Asian families when you have a child to have the grandmother raise the child while the parents go out and work. That's how they do things. Okay? And Mama Mai wanted their daughter, her granddaughter, to grow up with Vietnamese culture. She was speaking Vietnamese to the child all the time. Her and Jeannie speaking Vietnamese in the house all the time. And Jeezy was, and also her brother and other family members, they're there a lot. Right? Because that's how their culture works. Jeezy wanted one to not feel like a stranger in his house because they're speaking a language he doesn't understand. And two, that his daughter, he wanted her to get more of the culture of the community.
Black America.
Yeah, for those who don't know.
I mean, regardless, I believe that, and I would agree with Pablo, but I'm like, that's his right as her father. That's his right.
I understand. I understand. But
what
maybe he didn't
cultural
understand
aspects did he want her to have?
That's a good question. I'm not sure. I mean, She's barely talk. I think she just like started her first words, and the first damn words were in Vietnamese.
Yeah.
Is the daughter black or mixed?
So Mama Ma, the daughter is biracial.
Mixed, dude. Damn. Happy life.
How could it possibly? But at the same
Leave him
time, it
alone,
is.
man. Leave him alone. Leave him alone.
But no, think
Thank
about
you,
it. How tough is it to maintain or establish some kind of connection with your children when y'all don't even speak the same language, or they speak a language that's totally foreign to you 75-80% of the damn day? You know, I mean, so I can understand where Jeezy would be coming from with that. Like, hold up. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if you're gonna teach my daughter Vietnamese, you better teach me some damn Vietnamese too. But at the same time, I need to be teaching my daughter some English. Hey, we might need to get some more help up in here. You know, is our daughter gonna grow up bilingual?
Well, she's gonna learn English by default because she's in an English speaking country. What I would have done is I would have said, Mama Mai, I got no problem at all with you teaching my daughter Vietnamese culture because she is part Vietnamese. But what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to set aside a time and a teacher every day to teach both her and me at the same time.
Facts. So y'all go through it together. No, you go through it together. Yeah.
We're supposed to do, yeah.
And y'all can establish that bond and connection as father and daughter. And then y'all speak the same language too. It would make sense.
But
the chances are the child is going to pick up the language easier than you will at 40-something years old. And this is a child. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah, I mean, yeah.
And you can help each other. And you can help each other. But in the Pookieization of America, when you the snowman,
The snow.
you don't think like that.
That and plus they ain't trying to teach Jeezy. They not trying to teach Jeezy that, man. Because if they teach Jeezy that language, then he'll be hip to all the stuff that they be saying about him behind his back. So they ain't trying to let him in on that secret, man. They ain't trying to do that. They ain't trying to do that, man.
Well, I would hire I would hire the instructor, and they would come however many days a week and teach me and my daughter Vietnamese. That's how it would go down if it was my house. And if she really is trying to get him back, that's the rule that that's the law that I would lay down. Okay, this is what's going to happen. Yes, she can learn Vietnamese in the house. Yes, we can speak Vietnamese in the house. And in the meantime, we're going to speak English until everybody in the house is fluent in Vietnamese.
But I don't think that was the biggest problem in a relationship, though.
Maybe it wasn't, but it's a symptom.
It was the attitude. He said, well, she said herself, she has a really bad temper.
He caused chaos in the home.
The previous man before him was able to
Jeannie Mai's she's not used to being told what to do by a man, period. I mean, look, her last husband couldn't do that. Her mother had
he was a white guy.
Yeah.
Her mother had problems with Jeannie's dad.
Yeah, her mother had to divorce her father.
Yeah, because she didn't want to listen to him either.
So they both was masculine.
More than likely.
So the whole
more than likely, you know what I'm saying? She's instructing her daughter to not get, you know what I'm saying, not get along with her husband neither. Look, the apple never falls far from the tree or from the other apples. That's what it is. And more than likely, he's probably got an issue with the way, you know what I'm saying, the way they're both trying to raise his daughter without him having any input whatsoever. So at some point, you gotta put your foot down. And maybe this is just like a warning shot. You know what I'm saying? A flare that he's putting up. Like, look, here's the deal. Y'all are either gonna do things the way, you know what I'm saying, the way I say, or meet me in the middle, or I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? If we're gonna do this separately, we just gonna be separate. But it's not gonna be y'all do what y'all want and I just pay for it. It don't work like that.
Right.
I mean, we used to see this in our own community and everything when we got trying to raise our kids, but then we got our significant other's mother intervening, thinking that she could run the household and everything, especially run the man and everything, and she wound up not even put her own mother in place. I've seen this plenty of times and everything. Yeah, I remember y'all familiar with the show called Black Ink Crew, the dude Puma.
Yeah.
I've seen that happen many times with them with his mother-in-law. try to run him in his
Oh
house.
my God, that black ink, man! I'm telling
And
you.
I just seen a TikTok video when this dude took his two sons to get a haircut, and he's up there arguing with his baby moms and his baby mom's mom. Both try to gain up him and lie on him and everything. Talking about he pushing me when she tried to barge in the car and thinking she's supposed to demand him to tell him about why you taking my son to get haircuts. You're supposed to confine in me and everything. Like it's sad. So I mean, we used to see in our community, but don't think that don't happen in Latino, Asians, white. They go through the same thing also too. And stuff.
They
When you
do,
got
but it's not being put on
trying to run
display like ours is, man. They not being put on display like black folks, man. Like you may come across videos like that every once in a while of other races doing that, but for the most part, you always see nothing but Negroes doing that, man. Or as I like to say, niggas. They always doing that.
No, understand that. Understand that black people do it worse when it comes to that particular thing. Black people do it worse, particularly black women. They do it far too frequently,
and that's why they get highlighted the most.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. But they do it far too much. I mean, and there is a certain. I mean, I believe that a woman should run the household. In the sense that they are the managers, they are in charge of the day to day. You know, if you have the kids on,
Just don't pick the wrong woman. That's about it.
and that's the problem because unfortunately our culture breeds wrong women. You know, but I mean, if Brienne was to run her household and, you know, so she's in charge of the children's activities and everything that goes on in the house, I don't see anything wrong with a responsible adult.
Oh, Brienne. Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah,
I had the opposite.
She's a traditional woman.
One at a time, y'all. One at a time. One at a time.
So traditionally, that's how it's done. Now, the problem is that a lot of women in our culture, they took it to mean that they should run the man as well. And no, that's retarded. And furthermore, and this is where the stupidity comes in as a factor, is that they think that we like it, even though, you know, it's been told over and over again that we don't. You know, they think that it's something that it's cute, kind of like when Claire Huxtable, monitors Heathcliff Huxtable's diet or something like that. They think that stuff like that is cute, or I mean, so on that show it may have been, but they take it to a level where it's just downright disrespectful.
Well, you know, game changer.
I don't think watching somebody's diet is the same thing as trying to run somebody's life within a household. I don't know.
Not, but that's why I call it stupidity, H&M, because they don't understand the difference.
Yeah,
I had Mel. What you got to say?
Problem.
Hold on, Pablo. Hold on. Let Mel talk, and then you can rock out.
I was saying, game changer.
You're right, man.
About it is, you see a lot of these husbands that learn from elder husbands who wind up giving them the worst advice on marriage, and most of the time it's all like, your wife gonna give you hell. Shut up and just nod. Say sorry, even though for whatever reason, just say sorry. It's sad. Like, yo, what type of advice is men like this? And they keep continuing. That's why, just like you said, make it seem like, you know, we keep telling we don't like it, but we keep enduring it.
So
right,
I had
Pablo.
the opposite. Yeah, I had the opposite problem of Jeezy and his mother-in-law. I wanted my wife, now ex-wife, to bring my mother-in-law in the house because she was very religious, great around the house, you know, great with Hillary, with my daughter, and I wanted her here because I knew the kind of stability it would bring to the house and my wife. She didn't want that. And my mother-in-law is a, you know, very religious Pentecostal Dominican woman. So later I found, I came to understand why she didn't want her, because it cut out a lot of the bullshit that she liked to do.
Usually.
And Pablo's story is so strange to me because you brought her from DR, right? She was that sweet, submissive woman that every passport bro want, right? When you first brought her from DR here,
No, those are the stories that dudes get got. She was actually playing a fake and stuff.
She was a chameleon.
My Pablo's mother-in-law technically was the type of woman that he probably would have married.
My
She was
mother-in-law was a great, I love her to this day. She's amazing. Cook her ass off, man. That's good. If I go to DR now, I will go to her. I go to her house and eat, and we still good. But when my wife was here, she was enticed by all of the other shit. She stopped going to church, stopped doing all of the traditional shit that she was doing before, and ran wild in the streets. So that's how that goes. But her mother being here, I know would have put a lot of damper on that bullshit, and that's why she didn't want her here. Because I used to keep asking her, why don't you bring Milagros here? When's Milagros coming? I wanted Milagros here. Didn't happen.
I'll say that probably signs that she was always like that to begin with. I think before you even met her.
All right, y'all. Brienne, I see you down there waiting all patiently and glowing like you always do. You got anything you want to add on this particular subject, baby girl?
Milagros didn't come.
Not unless there was a direct question. I'm still kind of stuck on the punishment from earlier. So I'm trying to think
yeah. Nope. I mean, we was talking about as far as like, we were still on the Jeannie Mai Jeezy topic, basically saying like, do you think that he's gonna go back to her, or you think he just gonna be smashing and dashing the whole time?
So let me ask you this: since you're stuck on punishment, do you feel that men should have the right and authority to discipline their wives?
In the term of discipline in general, yeah.
You just went on
So just as a general term, yeah, because would you rather it be by somebody who's married and committed to you versus just some random person? Like if you're thinking about prison system versus your husband, I'd much rather my husband, correct something than someone else. But discipline doesn't always
I was
negative.
not.
What do you mean by discipline? Like
that's why I say it's a general term. So I'm not sure what you mean.
Spanker? Like what are we talking about?
Well, yeah, I mean, up to and including corporal punishment, absolutely. But I mean, also other things like, timeouts and things like that, and not being able to attend certain activities that she likes. But she's been behaving in a way that's disrespectful to herself, himself, and the family. He should be able to say, no, you're not allowed to go to this particular concert or something like that. But yeah, up to and including corporal punishment.
I wouldn't mind that, I don't know.
Even just disrespectful sometimes. Sometimes they actually put themselves and their family in a dangerous position by acting a certain way, and we've seen many examples. Again, I've seen some viral videos of women putting their entire families at risk because of emotions. So again, the corporal punishment, I'm not sure what point that comes in, but at least keeping somebody from harming themselves and their entire family, I think something has to be done. Most of the time, men, they have a way of saying things that makes certain behavior stop, because there are some men that just don't say anything. They say, oh, I can't stop, or I can't do this. And I think that's the point to where the next level always happens, where it's disrespect or putting them in a dangerous position, feeling emboldened to do certain things and say certain things to anybody. I think that's more dangerous. The book, or at least the person, what's her name? I'm really having mom brain. There's a woman who has been speaking since the 80s about a light slap on the mouth if a woman is being disrespectful.
Agreed, yeah.
Oh, you guys know who I'm talking about, right? The lady who's been talking about.
You talking about Shahrazad Ali?
Yes. Oh my goodness. I studied her shortly after KS started talking about her. It just slipped my mind for a second because everything is slipping my mind nowadays. But yeah, she detailed in the book, because that's what a lot of women were really mad at her about, how they said a husband should be able to lightly pop his wife in the mouth if she is saying something disrespectful. And again, that's the point where I'm like, I'm not sure why that comes into play or when. But again, disrespect turns into danger very quickly. So if you are emboldened to talk to your husband a certain way, my strong assumption is that you can talk to anybody like that. And when you talk to the wrong person on the right day, bad things can happen to you and your entire family. And it gets to the point to where if you can't, quote unquote, control your household, you don't know how they're operating in the world. And again, if you have children involved, now the children are going to be under fire as well. Again, I think these type of topics are important because when we're talking about families, when you break up a family, unfortunately, when you have a child by somebody, you are connected to them in that way. So now their child is now going out into the world also acting just like the disrespectful parent, more than likely, feeling emboldened, but also having no protection behind them. And then that's when we run into all these, conversations about where's the protection. Most of the time, the woman divorced her protection for her and her children and their legacy. So I think it's sad and unfortunate because not only is he not able to protect them anymore from their own devices, he can't physically protect them and he can't teach them how to protect themselves. And then a lot of his income is going to that other household that he could be using to protect his household if they were in his household. So it's a lot of problems wrapped up in one. And it's going to take, I think, honestly, it's happening very quickly, but I think it'll take a few more years for these divorced women to realize how badly they messed up, but not after their 5-6 years of fun. So it's really sad.
Like Tia Mowry.
Yep.
Who's realizing now?
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
Listening and watching their things, and it's like I was very happy to see them both married and happy with their own families. There's nothing out here that's better than your own family. And especially how much you struggled with your last child. I was really, again, I don't really follow celebrities, but I was at the very minimum rooting for them to have a long, happy marriage. And I will be fair. I mean, unfair. I thought because of her age, they were just, kind of comfortable and chilling. After the last baby, she lost some weight, and then, this happened. So I'm like, it's really unfortunate for those children. Because all this is now documented. The struggle they had for the last child, all the things they went through with the first child. I mean, they dragged her through the mud just based on how the child looked, which I thought was horrible. So, yeah, to now be at this point in your life where now they're both single and their family's broken up, there's nothing you guys can convince me with all those little pictures they took around the holidays. That's not a family anymore. It's a broken family. So they were taking, I think, holiday pictures together, and I saw them. And there's just something that just didn't seem right. It's like it was forced. It's like, okay, we got to take this picture to get people to like chill out a little bit. Very unfortunate for those kids. They knew something wasn't right, even if they couldn't pinpoint what was wrong.
I'm gonna give you some pushback on something you said when you said that that nothing is more important than family. Though I agree, I don't think that that's a sentiment of modern Americans, particularly modern American women. They do believe that something is more important than family, and that thing is stuff. They believe that stuff is more important than family. And what do I mean by stuff? I'm talking about name brand crap that you wear. I'm talking about trips to nowhere whose only purpose is to say that you took a trip to such and such a place. I'm talking about stuff, a lifestyle, so to speak, liberties. They're taught that these things is more important than family. And the people who sell whose jobs, it's a $1 billion industry to sell people stuff. It is their job to convince them that stuff is more important. And by stuff, I don't know what you mean stuff equals truth. No, consumer goods. That consumer goods is more important than family, is essentially what it comes down to. When a woman divorces her husband, and what does she get in return? She gets access to stuff. She gets the ability to buy stuff. She broke up her family so she can have more stuff. Not really in a Tia Mowry situation, but they have the $20,000, a month allowance, so they have carte blanche to now buy stuff. And it's unfortunate that the priority of family in modern America is very low. They prioritize it very low. I mean, yes, I agree that it is the most important thing, but it's not the most important thing to the rank and file American person who is of marrying age.
Well, GC, they could actually have more stuff with a husband.
I was just
But
going
the
to ask
problem
that.
is
They can't have more stuff with a husband. You see,
well,
well, right quick, Pablo, because a real husband won't let you have that stuff, and then that's when they become unhappy. A
Well,
real husband,
well,
like a woman comes to you, and even if you have the money, and she says, "Oh, I want that dress," it only costs $2,000, bitch.
well,
Not
the
the
numbers,
type of husband that woman's
the
marrying.
numbers kind of disagree with you, GC, because married people are generally wealthier than singles.
We're not talking about money earned. We're talking about money spent, Pablo.
Well, I mean, they even have bigger houses, better cars. They have generally have a better lifestyle than single people. But the reason that they do that is not. It's because of what they want is the stuff and freedom to do what they want with it without compromise.
Yeah.
Right.
And they want it
So
all
they
at
would,
once. And they want it right now.
Right. So what they want is I'll have less stuff than if I stay with my husband and have more stuff, but also have to compromise and not do all of the shit that I want with the husband.
Well,
I get to
I mean,
wild
yeah,
and free.
I would actually push back a little bit about marriage couples being wealthy and everything. I mean,
Wealthier.
not all marriage couples are wealthy. Period.
No, but
Some
they're
people
wealthier in general than single people. They are.
Not really. Nah, that's no. There's some.
What do you
single
mean
people
not really? No, they are.
There
I can
are
prove
some.
it.
There are some single people that are actually wealthier than marriage couples.
Most
also too.
In general, Mel, what I'm talking about is overall in mass, family income is greater than single people's income.
And what class they talking about?
In
Also
in all classes,
In every
sir.
class. I was about to say in every class. In every class.
In every
because
class.
I mean, because hey, wealth as a family is just gonna hold more weight than wealth as an individual. So it just makes more sense. You can't pass individual wealth down from generation to generation. Usually it'll just die with you if it's just you.
yeah, if they make a certain amount of money and have that wealth, also too.
I mean, you can't
most marriage couples are going to die struggling. Period.
Huh?
That is actually another fact that we don't even talk about. I mean, look at the majority of people that actually retire. Look at the majority of people that actually retired, don't retire with, still retired with debt up the yin yang on their behinds. Still paying mortgages that technically they should have been paid off years ago. Majority kids right now technically don't even have a push in life when it comes to wealth from their parents like they supposed to.
Well, no, I mean, couples, two incomes are better than one. So the 50-50 situations out there in the world do create wealthier households. That combined with women tend to marry men of a certain income. Yeah, so I do believe that what Pablo says, without looking at the stats, that married couples earn more.
That all combined with the tax laws and incentives regarding family trust is just better when it's in the hands of a family.
Mm-hmm.
It just works out
that aspect. Some marriage couples are smart doing it that way, but we know that most marriage couples ain't really smart with their money.
But no, what I'm talking about more when I say the stuff, because what Pablo was describing is shared stuff. She wants her own stuff, and unhindered access to it. And that's why they do that. And really what I'm talking about is an addiction to consumer goods that's going on in this country that is really making that is really overriding people's sense of marriage. Kind of like a person's addiction to hard drugs or alcohol or something like that can override their sense of families. I do think that in the modern context, Brianne, that the desire for family, a healthy family, is being overridden in most females. You know, you described how different the girls in college were than you, you know, and that's because their desire to party, have fun, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, overrides their desire for stability and family.
I will say, oh, if you want to show that first.
All right, real quick, because Aunt T sent the $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Aunt T, for that. He says, support the show, everyone. Y'all listening? Support the show, everyone. And peace, Sweet Melody Media, Killer Swag, panel, and chat.
You got my support.
Salute. And on top of that, your boy Auntie also sent me a $5 cash app. So salute to the homie for that, man. I really do appreciate what you said in there. And much appreciation to you, my guy, man. I really do.
Salute. Oh, wait. And Auntie also sent me a $5 super chat.
Don't tell nobody. Don't tell nobody. Don't tell nobody.
Sorry. I mean, I meant to say cash app, but thank you so much. We appreciate you.
Hey, she tells us.
Well, I said, I mean,
I also want to thank Auntie for sending me that $100, man. Thank you, man. I'm putting out in the universe.
Hey, look, it was a total of 50. Hey, how many people can spend $15 in 3 spots like that, man? Come on.
Right.
I tried to stretch it, dude. I'm on a budget. I tried to stretch it.
Hey, man, that's what's up,
appreciate
man.
it. Thank you
Yeah,
so
salute
much.
to you.
That.
All right. So what are we looking at here, Pablo?
Hey, Mel.
Yeah. Who? You call me?
So this is a household net worth distribution.
Mm-hmm.
So in blue
talking to
are
Mel.
the
Oh, Mel.
married
He
couples.
calls me Mel too.
And right about the $100,000 range, you'll see all of the lines converge. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you'll see single people, unmarried males in that little orange. Those are men who are single. And the gray line is single women. And right here around $100,000, they meet. But then the married people just take off into the stratosphere. And the single people are down here. So, no, they get less stuff. But what they get is they get stuff and they don't have to listen to no niggas. That's what they want.
You're breaking
Not to
up.
listen to your black ass.
I was about to say, I thought I was the
It ain't
only
the
one that
stuff.
noticed that. He was glitching.
In addition to stuff, and I agree with Pablo, Brienne, in addition to stuff, they're also addicted to liberty.
I was saying,
Yeah, liberty and freedom.
No, Pablo's bargain. But in addition to stuff, they're also addicted to liberty, and that is something that's also pushed in this country. You know, the concept of we're the land of the free, we're free, which really is, you know, just the ability to do what you want to without consequences. So there, basically everything that's being taught, whether it's through private industry that's trying to sell goods, or the government who's just trying to sell you on a concept to increase patriotism, they are encouraged to be divorced. They're not encouraged to be wives like yourself. Because your situation is looked at as restrictive, and you can't spend like you wish to spend, nor should you. Every money that you spend on luxury goods is a dollar towards that could go towards your children's well-being, education, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So why would a responsible adult do that? So society's trying to push the concept of the irresponsible adult, There's actually a movie out right now called Bad Moms, and it is about that in particular.
Mhm. I was going to add to that chart because it was about net worth specifically. I know we talked about different things because I do agree. Being married, if I'm trying to spend something crazy, I do have to hear the other side of it. Like, okay, why do you want this? How much is it? Do we need to spend money on something else? And I'm not gonna lie, being in a marriage is restrictive, but it comes with more benefits than negatives. Because if I want to go out to Target and do a free for all, well, then there's money we don't have for savings for other bills. Most single women that I can think of, they'll go to, a concert or go on a trip and not worry about the rent the next month. But if you're in a relationship with somebody, they're going to start asking those questions. You have to be held accountable in your relationship to your bills and what else is going on. So, yeah, there are restrictions, but obviously nothing crazy. Like, I get, $5 a week or something, nothing crazy like that. But you do have to talk out what's going on in your head, which even me can be difficult. I'm like, okay, why do I want this again? Did I do enough research on this product or this thing I want to do? So, yeah, I think even just looking at my quote unquote spending habits and his spending habits, I mean, night and day. A lot of things I've been spending money on lately have been for money, but typically I would see something I like or something I want to do, and then I do have to be questioned on it. And then we go line by line, look at the budget, make sure it makes sense. So since now that I'm more reasonable, being with a reasonable person, 9 times out of 10 I am able to get the thing or do the thing, but I do have to wait longer than I would have if I was single.
Now that's where
you don't have a selfish mindset also too. Yeah, like most women come with a selfish mindset. When they come in a relationship, it's all about them and stuff. So that's why they act the way they are. I mean, I've seen videos of even chicks that technically steal money from them they boyfriends or child's fund to go to Beyonce tickets and
the child
stuff like that. Yeah, exactly, and think it's all right. Stuff like that.
And that's not the only thing. Just like she said, if she was by herself, see, when you're by yourself, all you have to do is focus on what you want and what you need. Now, when you're part of a family, you got to put the needs of the family first. Now,
exactly.
there are children, and even if there aren't children, there's still a significant other. You and that significant other are a unit. There's a household, and like I said, you're not the only person that has to deal with the consequences. So you can be late on a bill and be like, oh, whatever, I'll just deal with it. Hey, if my phone's off for a day or my internet gets cut off for a day, I'll deal with it. But when there's somebody else there that depends on these things, you can't just make those rash decisions. So that's why, people are like, you know what? I'll just stay by my damn self because I don't have to worry about somebody else. I don't have to think about somebody else. I don't have to think about the family unit. But Pablo just showed on the chart. It's a lot. It works out better in the long run when you are thinking about the family unit.
And when you have a husband, when you have a husband, you have goals and aspirations and a goal in mind. And the husband wants the family to reach a goal. And so what happens is single women will impulse buy. They will buy on impulse. And the husband has a goal in mind, and they put off immediate gratification. So what happens, the single girl will go out and buy the Louis bag. But the woman that's married will have the husband that says, no, we can't do that right now. Okay? Right now, you said the key word. I might not get it now. I have to wait. And what happens, later on, you will be in a better financial position with a husband, and your girlfriend will have the Louis bag, and 20 years later, you're on a yacht, and she still got the old beat up Louis bag and putting it on one of these websites trying to sell it, and she looking at you on vacation on the yacht.
The only way that would work, but
because they don't understand delayed gratification.
Yeah, The only way that would work also too is like you said, Pablo. The promise, technically, that's a promise that he actually made to. I can't get it now, but we'll get it later. I'm trying to build something. She actually has to see a progress also too along the way, because she will hold you up to that promise later on. If she don't see no progression towards that and everything, she will get frustrated like crazy. It's like you're making a broken promise, and we know most women they're not very patient at all. Period. They want to see the
But
things now.
Mel, though, that's not even just a lack of patience. That's a lack of faith. You know what I'm saying? When you got faith in your man or your woman, whatever the case may be, you just know that, hey, they're not going to tell you nothing is bad for you. They're going to tell you nothing is bad for you. If you can't have the bag, it's not because they don't want you to have a bag. It's because we can't afford to get you a bag right now.
No, it's because
get you the bag when it's not.
It's because no, I would like to marry a woman. Said, like I would like to marry a woman who is comfortable knowing that that she will never own a Louis bag ever. That under no circumstances whatsoever, even if I won the lottery tomorrow, would I buy your ass a Louis bag. That type of spending is just ridiculous, and I will not do it under any circumstances. Like, yeah, I think that that is a sign of a good woman to embrace the fact that she will never own frivolous crap. You know, if I find myself with a surplus of money, then you know I'll have more kids. Like before I spend it on crap, and I don't buy crap myself. I don't buy crap myself. Like my shoes aren't. I never spent $100 on my own damn shoes. You know, so why would I do that? It's a mindset. You know, yeah, I like that thinking. I like when okay. And I told Melody this years ago. I told her how turned on I was when this chick showed me that she wore Tom's shoes. Now, Tom's or tops or something like that. But is like basic shoes. But when you buy a pair, another pair goes to a shoeless bitch or a shoeless person in Africa or somewhere where they don't have a lot of shoe people. So I'm like, oh crap, you know, this is a chick. She was in the women. But I was thinking at the time, like, you know, this is a chick I get with. A chick who's practical, who's altruistic, and all that good stuff. This is something I could get with. I don't want her to even know what Louis is. Personally, I know it's a fantasy, and I know it's not likely that you know I'd find somebody like that here in the States, you know, and maybe I will have to buy a bag. But ideally, I don't even want you to even want a bag.
Yeah, that's why like women have an unrealistic view of what faith is. I mean, we hear it all the time with the manifestation they preach about so much. I'm manifesting this, manifesting that, and don't put in any work to get what they manifesting. They think it's gonna magically happen and stuff.
Yeah, I wanted to know what's crap to you, though, GC. Like, what if I just needed a new pair of shoes? They don't have to cost 100, but what if I want some shoes and a cute dress? Like,
Sensible shoes, and a cute dress is not frivolous. It's not. Now, however, unsensible shoes, you know, like $2,000 shoes is frivolous because the bottom is red. That's ridiculous. That is frivolous. You know, like a $5,000 dress is frivolous. You know, unless it's a wedding dress. So yeah, I'm talking like yeah. Understand that if you get with certain guys, and if you really like that guy, that he's a miser. I always talk about how frugal I am. And you know, like Mel say, I don't have throwaway money, nor will I ever have throwaway money. You know, so it is what it is. If somebody is in the club making it rain, I'm in the club picking it up. You're stupid. That's my money now. You should not have done that. So yeah, it's don't. That's just the type of person I am.
I'm just happy that. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, GC. I cut you off. I thought you were done.
No. I mean, what do you? So, do you feel that? How much of my money would you spend?
Well, me personally, I like cheap clothes. I like Fashion Nova. I like Pretty Little Thing. I like,
I like
Pretty
that you
Little
like
Thing
that.
and all those, and it's cheap, and I still look cute. So I don't need to wear name brand to feel good about myself. A lot of times, I look better than a woman with name brand on. Like I can wear cheap clothes and still look rich, you know. I mean, that's just how it is.
And there you go. I mean, and so a man can appreciate a woman like you. I don't even want a woman that wants that stuff. You know, I don't.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm the type of person, I prefer experiences over things. So that's why you heard me say, well, you put off the Louis bag and later your girlfriend's trying to sell the Louis bag and you're on the yacht. Why? Because I want to be on vacation on the yacht and let your girlfriend have the Louis bag. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm the type of person, I value experiences over things.
Well, yeah.
I like nice things, but I prefer the experiences.
But
let Auntie say
like,
it.
yeah, because I'm about to cut out in a second. But yeah, you're absolutely right. And it's not even just things that these people want. These people want things that they can show off. So it's really validation to other people. You're okay with that vacation on the yacht because it can just be you and your girl, and ain't nobody else got to see it. You don't need nobody else to see it because this is between y'all. See, your life, for the most part with men, our lives are going to be between us and our women and our family. But these women these days and all of the situations that we're talking about, their lives are between them, their smartphones, their mother, their homegirls.
True.
You know what I'm saying? A bunch of people they don't know. That's what they need that bag for validation for. That's what they need, all of that extra money. That's what they need. That's what they have the need to just want to control a man, for it. That's really what it is. So that's why I say people want to be married or people want to get married, but not too many people actually want to be married or even stay married.
They want a wedding.
Things.
I'm the type of woman that rather. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, they want to show off and say I got married or got this man that's going to marry me. Like they said, they want to show off online or show up in front of their girlfriends that are getting married, but actually do the work of being in a marriage. Nope.
Well, no, the thing is, like I said, your marriage is with her marriage is with every damn body else.
Exactly.
But you. That's the problem. She's more focused on impressing them and being validated by them since she is by being validated by you. So I shouldn't give sucks. But I want to thank Melody Swag for having me up. Always a pleasure, DC. Pablo, Mel. Yeah, I gotta go. I gotta
head out.
What time to show them all, man? What time to show them all?
Yeah, I'm up about 7:30, 8 o'clock for this one.
See you then, man.
Earlier. No, man, thanks for having me up. No, this is a great combo. Thanks for having me up.
Salute, Auntie.
Well, I'm about to dip too. I think this is good time for me to
and make sure y'all subscribe to Airt's channel right there, man. There go his link, and hold on, man, before he dip out of here. Oh, let me get it up real quick.
Yeah, I did tell everybody we was only doing 3-hour mark. That's why everybody's like, I gotta go. So
make sure y'all hit that boy Cash App right there, man. There go Auntie's Cash App right over there. So if y'all feel like he did a damn good job, like I know he did, go ahead and bless him with some dollars.
And wait, there was a super chat on the screen.
I know. I'm about to go back to it.
And then also, I wanted to say thank you to Culture for the $5 Cash App. Was it Culture Invasion Podcast? Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, and he also sent me a $5 Cash App. So salute to the homie Culture, Ohio Brethren, Cuzzo in the building. Salute to you.
Salute. Thank you. We appreciate it. And then we're gonna give our final thoughts after this.
Yeah, we can give our final
I just want to read
thoughts
the
after this.
super chat. Keep it all mixed up. Chat, Cash App, All right. So Lord Love Smith, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. He said most Black women, can you read that? Should be in domestic.
All right, hold up. Most Black women should be in domestic disciplined relationships if they want to save the Black community and build strong Black families.
Facts. Facts. I agree. Thank you so much for that $10 super chat. We appreciate you.
Appreciation.
Let me ask y'all something. I was hearing something amazing Lucas was saying on this show. He says, in the next 5 years, there ain't gonna be no Black people. There ain't gonna be a stink. And so, y'all believe that, especially from him?
No.
No Black people?
No.
Yeah.
Don't say that. That's sad.
That's what Lily said.
Black people to be around.
Well, I mean, I don't give any credence to anything like that. That's just a weird thing to say.
Well, you know, he always say a lot of stuff for shock value over there.
Yeah, I don't know who that is, but yeah.
Amazing. You said Amazing Lucas?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know who Amazing Lucas is. Yeah.
Sounds like you, GC. Yeah, sound alike.
I don't say stuff like that. No.
No, I'm saying the voice. Your voice.
Oh, I sound like him?
Oh, but listen, guys. I would much rather have a beautiful house than beautiful things like beautiful clothes and expensive shoes. I want to live nice. Forget everything else. When you come in my house, I want you to be like, oh my God, this is beautiful. Not those $1,000 shoes are beautiful. Like, I can care less about that. You know?
Well, I want a lot of assets. That's what I want. If it ain't
Mhm.
making me no money, I don't want it. Right there. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's it, exactly. So
But let's do our final thoughts because we gotta go. We passed 3 hours. Who wants to start with? Hustler, then Mel, then Pablo, then Game Changer.
Did y'all talk about the Kirk Franklin thing yet while I was gone?
No, we didn't talk. We didn't get a chance to talk about it.
Damn.
The Kirk Franklin topic.
Oh, we're gonna do Killing Them Sweetly. That's gonna be
Yeah, this gonna be a killer sweetly.
Works for me. I got a lot to say on that, but y'all can
save
go
it
in
for there.
order.
about the Remy Ma. Y'all talked about the Remy Ma situation also?
Yeah, we talked about that earlier.
I didn't get to say
You can say
Remy
that
Ma.
for your final thought too, Mel. You can say that for your final thought.
No, I ain't got no. I mean, I ain't really got no final thoughts. I'm gonna just say good night, everyone. Thanks for having me up. I'll see you tomorrow.
Hey, thanks for coming
Peace,
now.
man.
All right, go ahead.
Go ahead, brother.
Thoughts.
Me?
H&M.
Oh.
Well, hold on a minute. That's better.
A lot better.
Mhm. I got it. Yeah, I'm shy like that. But anyways, I didn't get a chance to speak on this. I didn't get a chance to speak on the Remy Ma situation, but I'm speculating there's a good chance he might be cheating. I mean, look at Remy Ma. Does she look like someone that might qualify to be a wife? I hope she's not cheating, but does she even sound like someone that a man could take seriously as far as relationships are concerned? I mean, the girl did 8 years in prison for possession of a weapon of some sort. So how does that make her even eligible to be somebody's wife in the first place? And I guess during that rap battle, when what's his name, that rapper was kind of, spit his rhymes at her. I guess she saw more masculine traits in him than she did in possible whatever his name is. What is it? Papoose.
Papoose. Yeah.
Yes. That kind of stuff can happen. Maybe she saw more masculinity in him. That's why she was so quiet and silent. I'm like, oh boy. I mean, she tends to have this little rough and tough demeanor, get around the right guy. And now it's like, wow, I can actually be feminine around him. Of course, we all know you can't put conditions on femininity. You got to be feminine all throughout from the time you're born. So to be in your femininity when you get around a certain man, that seems disingenuous. We talked about that on a previous stream. If we can't put conditions on our masculinity, y'all can't put conditions on y'all femininity. So I speculate there might be something going on. And this dude's like 20 years younger, 10 years younger than her, or 20 years younger. I don't know. And trust me, based on my experiences, some of these 40-plus-year-olds, they be craving 20-year-olds. Trust me, I was 27 dealing with a 37-year-old, so it happens. Believe me. I was 25, well, not 25, but I was in a relationship at the time, but 26 on down to 29. Yes, I've messed with women older than myself by a couple of years, damn near a decade. And they like that young meat. They like the young ones. So it happens, believe me. So I'm speculating that there's something going on here.
Like that young bull meat.
You're damn right.
I don't know how they do it. I always love my men older. I don't know how they do it, but
Older as in like you're 31, he's 34, 35, around me and swag age.
he can he can be at least 5 to like 20 years older.
20. Okay, it is what it is.
Yeah, but it's always been like that. But all right, so was that your final thought?
Yeah, that's my final thoughts. But thanks for having me up as always. It's always a pleasure with you, Swag, and the rest of the panel. But before I go, let me give a special shout out to Game Changer, Heavy Hitter Entertainer. Put a whip in the game like a lion, tamer.
Appreciate you, fam.
Not a problem. Next shout out, Killer Swag. Get that bag. He don't care about them price tags. And last but certainly not least,
Salute.
my one and only home girl, Melody. I love what you're telling me. The way you be killing it, my girl, that's a felony.
I appreciate that. Thank you. I really appreciate you. You didn't do
Salute to
Killing
you,
It
man.
Sweet, bringing the heat.
Oh. Well, I'll end with this. Shout out to Killing Them Sweet, bringing the heat. Be looking so fly in those YouTube streets.
Thank you.
Killing them sweet, bringing the heat, looking so fly in the YouTube streets.
I was waiting for that, but okay.
Just in case you forget again, I always got it on deck.
Oh, well, makes sense to me.
Yes. Well, thank you for that final thoughts.
Not a problem. Anything for you, my sweets.
Thank you.
Take care. Deuces.
Bye. Deuces. All right, Pablo.
Deuces on me.
Thanks for having me up, Mel, and giving me the heads up. I've been watching you and Swag's sexy conversations from the clouds for a couple of weeks, but you guys are killing it. I like the concept. I like the show.
Thank you.
It's real nice.
Appreciate it.
I think y'all got good chemistry in co-hosting with each other. I like that. I'm really feeling the
Appreciate
vibes
it,
over
man.
here. So it's real cool. GC, good to see you. Back online. I guess maybe you took a break or something, but I haven't seen you lately. But glad to know you're still out here.
Thanks, bro.
And that's it, man. Y'all have a good night. Deuces.
Good night. Thanks for coming,
Deuces on me.
Deuces. Good night. And Game Changer.
Yeah, great show. And, we covered a lot. Appreciate it. And yeah, thanks again for having me.
Yes, thanks for coming. It's always a pleasure.
Deuces
it's
on
a
me.
pleasure. Deuces.
Peace.
Mm-hmm.
Peace. All right.
Oh boy. Well, you know how this goes. It's up to me, and then we close it out with the sweet melody, man. So all in all, like I said, this was a great show. You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, I know I say this all the time, but I seriously don't see how we have bad shows. Like we haven't had a bad show yet. That's crazy.
No, we always have a good show.
Well,
Isn't
Brian,
that-
come up here and get your final thoughts here, girl. Why
give
you
it
drop
before
off? Yeah, come on up here and give your final thoughts there. Shoot. Well, yeah, but yeah, like yeah. So like I said, all in all, great topics and stuff like that. And it's like I said, it's my takes. I say as far as Jeezy go, he probably gonna either use it as a smash and dash unless he really got that grip form that's really gonna make him rethink a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what I feel about it, yo. And then as far as the Sexyy Red, oh my god, it's disgusting. I don't like it. It's trashy. And anybody who buys this stuff for their daughters, it'd be like, oh man, be quiet. It's just the name. It's just the name. I'm like, if she grows up to be a 304, then you deserve everything that comes with it. And that means that means it's a good chance she could end up being a teenage mom out here. Because let's be for real, it's not like MTV don't be promoting teenage moms out here. They got TV shows galore over there. So, and let me see the Remy Ma stuff. Like I said, this is why I say never rely on celebrities to be couple goals, because you will always be disappointed, always. And this is a prime example right here. So that's why I say if anybody that's in a relationship or in a marriage, be your own couple goals. Don't rely on these celebrities, these influencers, none of that. When you are with this person, whether man, woman, whatever you like, whatever your flavor, strive to be the best couple for y'all. Don't worry about what the national perception of you guys are. Don't worry about that. And yeah, That's pretty much it for me right there, man. So that's all I got to say. So Brienne, what you got to say for Melody take us home?
Exactly that. When you become your own couple goals, you won't compare to anybody. So even me in my example, there are some celebrities when they break up, I'm like, oh, that kind of hurts because I liked some of the things they were doing, and then it makes you question yourself, like if they couldn't make it and they had all of these wonderful things, what am I capable of? So when you don't use anyone else as an example, even just like for inspiration, because when they break up, then it's like, okay, who do I look to now? You have to look to yourself. You have to look inward. Whatever issues you have, you need to go to therapy. You need to speak to an older couple. If you're religious, you need to speak to a reputable person in your church to help fix the things you need help with. So, I mean, I 100%, I couldn't have said it any better myself. You have to be your own goals. You have to make goals with your person because there are certain things you talk in private that no one else needs to know about. And the problem is when there are issues, they just get blasted out, especially like these celebrities. So we see these nice pictures online. Actually, some of the happiest couples I see, you don't see their pictures all the time. You might see one here or there, sometimes not even at all. And I think it's really important to realize that regardless if you're together or not, now this is completely documented. It's not going away. So I hope that you guys have a good night, and I hope you guys listen to the people on the panel. It's really fun to listen to them, but as a married person, it's easier to be married when you guys are working towards the same goals. So stick with your men, ladies. All these divorces, like they're all happy and getting now. We give it a few more years. We're gonna see a blog talking about their bankrupt, where they're sad to looking for their person, and I'm like, this is getting ridiculous. You could have just stayed with your man and worked out whatever you worked out, besides anything egregious. But for the most part, they just didn't want to follow the direction of their men and the direction a family was supposed to go in. So in those cases, I wish the broken families the best of luck, especially those children.
Thank you so much, Brienne. Beautiful Brienne.
Thank you, Brienne.
I just take care of my family real quick, so I gotta go continue to do that. I wish you all the best. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Good night. I love you. Good night.
Kiss my niece for me.
I will.
The beautiful bunny.
Some people down like this now. She looks like a little chubby bunny. But yeah. See you soon.
Bye. See you soon. All right. I always love when she come up here.
I love it too. She's so sweet. I love it.
Yeah, me too.
Like the sweetest ever.
Yes. You can tell she's one of those women that hasn't been damaged by society today. So it goes to show you, fellas, it's hope out here. It's hope out here. You may have to dig like you mining or something, but it's hope. You can find them out here. They out here, bro.
I mean, a lot of them are taken because they are good women. So
yeah, that's the bad part, though. Like just like every time you just got to put that Joe song on. Wow, all the good girls take it every time, man. Jesus.
Yeah, so you might get lucky and find you a Brienne.
Maybe.
But I guess I'll get my final thought and take it home. All right, so Sexyy Red situation. I already expressed how I felt about her. She's disgusting to me. Her and Sukihana are two of the most disgusting women out there. I just feel bad for the new generation coming up, the little girls who look up to them, because they are role models to some people, unfortunately, especially little girls with ratchet Keishas as mothers who listen to this type of music in front of them, which we've seen a lot. Me and you spoke on how we saw the little girls dancing and singing the Pound Town. It was gross.
Yeah.
So I feel really bad for those kids. And as far as those lip glosses go, that's stupid. Gonorrhea, coochie juice, nut. What was she thinking? I mean, these women nowadays, they have no talent. Okay, they don't have talent like the rappers did back then. They don't have talent, and they're disgusting. They're not pretty, so they gotta do I think GC said it. They're not pretty, so they gotta do extra stuff for attention. They gotta try to be more sexual. And they're not even sexy natural. Her name shouldn't even be Sexyy Red. It should be Desperate Red because she's desperate, okay? She is so desperate. As far as who was next? Jeannie Ma? Jeannie Ma?
Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna take her back. Like you said, I agree. I think he's gonna take her back to smash. You know, because he still has to co-parent with her. So when he do go over to see her or when she comes to see him, you know what time it is. You know
Ling
what
Ling
time.
getting a ting ting.
Ling Ling getting a ting ting because they're both each other's fetish. They're both. She liked the BBC and he liked Ling Ling's tight little you know what. So when they get together, they're gonna do it. And that's my take on it. I don't think they can have a relationship, but they're gonna co-parent and do it.
Right. Yeah. So what you got to say about the Remy Ma and Papoose though?
She cheated. Definitely was sleeping with that young battle rapper who's like 10 to 15 years younger than her. And Papoose should just leave. Well, they have a baby together. They're married. Maybe they can work it out. Who knows? Who knows? Only they know. So that's
Just
it.
have to wait and see.
Yeah, we have to wait and see. That's all. But those were my final thoughts. Thank you everybody for coming. It was a great show. Shout out to all the Cash Apps. Shout out to all the Super Chats. Shout out to all the people who supported us by hitting that like button on both.
Absolutely.
People who subscribe to both of us, we appreciate you. I've seen a couple of faces, so me and Swag both have a new subscriber or two.
Well, I know I ended up gaining a new subscriber tonight, so hey, it's all good.
Yay, congratulations. Because we are trying to get Swag to 200 by his birthday next month.
Yeah, that means I got 18 more to go before I get to 200. So come on, help push your mans over to the threshold, man. Come on.
Definitely. Come on, y'all. That's all he's asking for his birthday. It's 18 subscribers. So let's make it happen.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's all I want, man. I ain't asking y'all to do a hell of a lot for you, boy. Just get me over that 200. Like I said, I only got 18 more to go. So just push me up there so that I can celebrate, because I still ain't never even celebrated my 100 subscribers, So I want to be able to do the 2 in 1,
Yes, exactly. So let's get him to 200, y'all. If you are new in this chat, hit his subscribe button right now. Stop what you're doing and subscribe to Killer Swag, and of course, yours truly, Sweet Melody Media. But really, Killer Swag, because he's the one who needs the subscribers. So subscribe to his channel. He has really good content over there with and without me. So check that out.
Appreciate it, man. I really do appreciate that.
Being honest.
Like I said, and this is coming from somebody that's been in the game for a minute, telling this to a rookie like me. So that means something.
Yeah, I've been in the game for about 2 years. So, I just really started kicking up though, because I wasn't doing content before like that. Like I was, but not that much. I just started camming up recently, this year. So I mean, excuse me. So I'm still trying to get used to the camera, but I think I'm doing good. What you think, Swag?
I'm thinking the shoe. What took you so long? That's what I'm thinking.
You know me, I'm shy, so I'm nervous.
Oh no, I know, but I just, I gotta mess with you every now and then.
Yeah, I already know. But like I said, thank you everybody for coming. Thank you everybody who supports the show. I'm happy to see all the same faces and some new faces. So shout out to you guys. Give yourself a hand. Go ahead, Swag.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, so tomorrow, Andrew and I will be doing a show, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you guys check that out. Do you have anything coming up, Swag?
I don't know yet. I'm thinking about like I don't know when exactly, but I hinted around it in the Kill 'Em Sweetly show as far as like doing a show talking about like is Killer Swag the villain in all of this. I hinted around it, but I think I might go along and do that because like I said, I hinted around the last Kill 'Em Sweetly show, like because it's been things that have been brought to my attention and things that I've been noticing throughout me and Melody's little realm that we're in. I just feel like it just need to be addressed, and then after this, I'm not saying no more about it.
All right, well, there it goes. So stay tuned for that, guys. He will let you know in his community tab when that will be.
I might even drop the thumbnail for it and later on tonight, but like I said, I don't know when I'm gonna do it.
Right. So make sure y'all look out for that. And also look out for the next episode of Killing Them Sweetly next Saturday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Of course.
Yes.
Always got to be here front and center.
It's front and center. And also either next Sunday or the Sunday after next, Aunt T will be interviewing me on his channel. So make sure you guys check that out as well.
Boom. Got to check that out too, man. Support both of them.
Mm-hmm. All right, guys, but thanks for coming. Make sure you hit the like button on the way out. This is Killer Swag 216 and Sweet Melody Media. We will see you guys again later. Peace.
Deuces, everybody, and enjoy this new outro video that your boy cooked up last night.
Leak better take off.
You know what to do. Hit the subscribe button.
What did you think?